All right. Good to go. Good to go. Good to go. All right. Let's update that. All right. So then we just got to figure out. Do you want to go ahead and try to figure out somebody to put on and whatnot? Okay. Okay. All right. So how's everybody doing? I hope they're doing well.
Anthony, Zinni, and Nicholas has.
Nicholas! Alright, get over here, you beautiful bastard. Alright.
Is on Bug Delver, and Tony is on DeathBlade.
Alright, so we're not even getting any, like, get in here. Get a little FaceTime.
Oh, hello. Oh, are we on? We're on? Hello.
Alright, but no, we'll cut it back over the match here in a second. I'm going to reach over you because I'm going to put this stuff in there. So Zinni's on that side, so cool.
Yeah.
As you can see, there's a lot of Marking Madness and Death and Taxes. It represents us perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
I am Death and Taxes.
You are Death and
Both of
Taxes.
those things.
Alright, so we got what Nick has.
Yeah.
And, oh no, there's some sound coming out over here. We're going to hide this. Yeah.
You mute that?
Done. Already muted.
Oh,
Already muted.
you did a good job.
Alright. So what's, and Nick is on what?
Bug Delver, Sultai Delver.
Nope.
You might want to capitalize the U and the G.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's alright.
That's well. No.
Alright, do we know what Zinni's on?
Yeah, Deathblade.
Alright, so I'm going to take our pretty faces off of there.
That's acceptable.
Alright. Can I leave my name up for Zinni?
Nope.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Alright.
Not really, unfortunately.
Alright.
Spaghetti. His name is Spaghetti.
Spaghetti Monster?
Yeah, Spaghetti
Alright.
Zinni.
And what is, let's start the timer.
Yep.
And, what is, oh, Deathblade, you said.
Yep.
I'll listen to you at some
You
point,
can at least
maybe.
keep the death part. Oh, you retyped it.
No.
One word.
No. That's going to be 2 words today. Because that's how I'm feeling.
Deathblade.
That's how I'm feeling, Gregory.
Deathblade.
Alright.
You feeling like 2 words?
Yes, I am. Greg, talk to the camera while I'm doing this. I'm doing
Warmax
things.
Ray, see? You guys should just do nicknames. Yeah.
No.
Spaghetti.
No.
Tony
I don't like
Zinni
that.
is the Spaghetti Monster.
No, we're not doing that.
Nick Hess is Hickless Mess. For
No.
the players. Yeah, just for the players.
Nah.
You can put our Twitter names, by the way.
I know. I was like, nobody's been
conscious decision.
nobody's been tweeting us.
Yeah.
There's
Well, because none of us actually use Twitter.
yeah.
Maybe that would help.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking.
It's mostly just us getting to put our funny names.
Yeah. You're a
Yeah.
funny name. You're a funny name than my funny.
Where Mac
Pants.
wants us to make the names.
Alright, so look at this.
Alright. Hickless Mess is at 19. I'm gonna
Alright.
call him that until you change his name.
Alright. No, Hickless Mess is fine. Like
He'd be
we
very
can call them anything that we want
Yeah.
on stream, as long as it's mildly nice.
Yeah.
But the important thing is, I think, I don't even know what I was going
Would you
with.
consider calling Zinni the Spaghetti Monster a nice thing?
It's close.
Yeah, nice enough.
Yeah,
It comes from a loving place. Right?
it's a very loving place.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Alright, so Tony has a death rate. So keep in
That seems
pace.
good.
Keep in pace. Nick did not blind flip his Delver because he's unlucky, I guess. Tony has a handful of gas. Just pure gasoline.
you're a...
Is that a click, a true name, a stone forge, and a force?
I'm gonna
and 2
go...
lands?
No, I'm gonna go with that with Sage of the, or Ninja of the Deep Hours.
It was a click. It was a click. It was not a Ninja of the Deep Hours.
You don't know this?
Nick did not go deep.
Alright, Nick going down to 18, though, off that crack of the Beluda.
Yep,
And Zinni didn't go deep? We don't know that. We don't know how deep he went.
that's true.
Mm.
I don't want to know. Meatballs deep.
Sometimes you gotta go meatballs deep.
Yeah,
Alright, so Disfigure's gonna come down getting rid of that death, right?
that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Nick has a good
A
start
little
here. That main deck
Ooh.
Disfigure, pretty spicy
Look at this.
meatball out of Nick.
Not really commonplace nowadays. Commonplace.
Is it commonplace?
Actually, I've seen it a lot.
Yeah, because you've
recently.
seen Glacier play it a lot.
Hey, shush.
Okay.
Shush.
So does Tony just jam the Stoneforge? No, he's waiting.
He's just passing?
He's scared of Daze, probably.
I'll scare
Probably rightfully so.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a 4, so.
Looks like Does Nick
God.
just have like land, force or something?
No, he's got Goyf.
Oh, he's Goyf.
Goyf is coming down. Tony, though, going to drop down to 18. Second attack from that Delver.
Oh, good point. Nick is at 16 because he thought seized.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you, Warmac.
We don't pay attention to
He's
these
better at
things.
our job than we are.
He is.
We
Until he
should
goes
make
and
him the
watches
moderator.
shit.
Can we make him the mod?
Yes. All right,
He's
so
the
Nick,
most attentive watcher.
Nick is going down to 15
including us.
From the Force. Did Zinni cast the Force? I believe he did. Okay. So Zinni is actually at 17 as well. So Zinni forced the Tarmogoyf. Nick forced
Sure,
back.
right. Tarmogoyf seems good here.
No, it's all right.
It seems very good.
You know what I'd rather have?
What?
Guess.
Lodestone Golem?
Nope. Blade
What?
Steel.
Okay, cool. Yeah, almost the same converted mana cost.
Almost. That's kind of. Their power is similar.
Right.
So
Nick,
okay,
yeah,
going
Nick gets Agent
down.
Delver. Totally.
Oh, that's what I forgot. We got to get dice. We got to get sweet
Big-
dice.
big dice?
Yeah, we got to get some big dice.
Big
Keep
clear
forgetting about
dice.
Nah, you want white. White with the black dots.
Right.
Tarmogoyf's going to take care of that Liliana. I imagine we'll see him get him off a green because he
Yeah.
got.
Oh,
maybe.
chooses not to?
What the hell does he have that cost forward? I mean, does he run a Jace in the main? Am I going
No,
crazy?
he doesn't.
No?
Maybe he's scared of Treasure Cruise.
I'm scared of you.
Or maybe he's saving it for whenever Tony finds a white source.
Oh.
He's probably saving it for whenever Tony finds a white.
That's
Right?
fair. Yeah.
Nick drew a Ponder, which is excellent.
Eh,
It's quite good.
you know what
right
I'd
now.
rather have?
A Treasure Cruise?
Nope.
But
It's just a real call.
yeah. That's been renamed.
Into Booze Cruise?
Yeah,
Why isn't Nick playing Booze Cruise? That would make.
he is. I think he's playing 4.
Is he?
Yeah.
No. Is he playing 4 colors? Because 4 colors, I named it Delver Booze
Oh,
Cruise.
right. No,
Because it's going to catch on and we're going to be famous because of
I
it.
think Nick is trying,
I'm going to get to name a deck that I never play.
Nick has been rotating through the various blue fair decks in Legacy. He
I've been
tried
noticing
4-color last week, or
Yeah.
earlier this week. He's trying Bug Delver this time. I think he's tried the blue-red version as well.
Alright, so Goyf is what? Planeswalker instant land creature?
Sorcery.
So 5/6?
Yeah,
Alright,
it's big.
let's get
It's a big chunk of Tony's life.
let's get a Goyf up there.
So Tony's down to 12.
Okay. Goyf equal
5, 6.
5. So
Slash.
Alright, there we go. Alright, and so Tony's at 12, you
I
said?
believe 12, because he must have taken 5
Okay.
from that shot from Goyf.
Alright, well, I will be
Oh,
updating the
and
life
Nick,
total
Nick
in just a
resolved the
second.
cruise. That's
Did
what
he?
he found off the Ponder.
You know, sometimes you find a ponder and you
I
resolve
think
it.
Nick also fetched, so he might be at 13.
Did he fetch again?
I think he fetched before the Treasure Cruise. Did you count that polluted delta? I think he pondered, found Cruise.
I've got him on 2 fetches that he's cracked so far.
I don't know what's in that pile completely. I think he fetched again.
Okay, so there could be a 1 life discrepancy
He could be at 13.
from having to put the Goyf.
Because I think he
Counter up
pondered, he had a fetch land in play.
Yep.
So he pondered, kept it, drew, and it was the Treasure Cruise he set up. Then he fetched away
Okay.
the other 2 cards.
I'll go down to 13 then.
I think so, yeah.
Alright. Chat, if we are wrong, please tell us and we will fix that immediately.
Immediately.
Immediately. Well, maybe, unless I'm doing something
Yeah,
else.
probably not that.
Zinni gonna go down to 7 though. Getting beat in the face for
Ooh.
5 again.
Nick has a Liliana of his own. Gonna go after Tony's hand, or is he just gonna leave it on 3?
Aw, come on.
No?
Putting that Goyf right on top.
Yeah, I guess Daze has lost a lot of utility at this point. And he's a
Alright, fuck it. We're just gonna leave that down there.
Sure.
And
Tony discards a Force of Will. I guess it's past the point in the game where that matters.
yeah.
And Tony
Well,
finally found white right on time.
So I guess Zinni just really valued that true name nemesis.
I mean, it's
Not-
just gonna
well-
get Liliana.
yeah. Like that's why I don't understand why you just didn't force the Liliana pitching the true name nemesis.
Well, he might want to
Like
get Liliana. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Like, am I crazy?
No,
All right,
you're
so
probably right.
Tony down to 2 here.
Jeez. That treasure cruise found that gas.
John 3 does that, you know?
Yeah.
Just little.
Unless you draw 3
little-
lands. And
Well,
Nick
that's
also found the wasteland for the white source that Tony just found finally.
But that's the Zinni cruise, right? Is the finding, getting 3.
Getting Mana Spirit.
Yeah.
Is that a knock? Someone knocked on
Maybe.
the door.
I don't know why they would have.
Why wouldn't they look in the window if they're knocking
Yeah,
on the door?
I don't know. We're gonna ignore that though.
Yeah. Ghosts. MTG card market ghosts.
Sometimes you got some ghosts. And
Should we shout
card
out the
market.
store? Should we shout out the store?
Yeah, we can shout out the store.
Can you tell everyone where we're coming from?
Yeah, we're playing at MTG Card Market. It's in all the titles. It's a good store.
Yeah,
Chicago,
I
right
guess
off.
it's also on the map.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it's all right off of the Belmont Red Line stop. It's very convenient
It's
if you live in Chicago.
Very nice neighborhood.
Very Go get some milk.
A lot of lovely houses.
Some milk. Some milk and some bagels.
Yeah, bagels.
That's Chicago stuff, right?
No one says bagels.
Bagels? I don't know. They do in
I think you just invented
Minnesota.
a word.
No. Bagels is bagels in Minnesota.
Alright.
All right. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. All right.
It's a good store. It's a good store.
Were you getting your New Yorker on? I don't know.
I'm trying. Can't really remember. I think it's more Boston at this point. My accent is so confused.
I don't know. It's all Midwest. They're all Midwest. It's all Northeast.
Mideast.
It's all the same. All the same.
Alright, so Bug Delver up a game over DeathBlade. DeathBlade's ambitious mana base coming back to bite it in the ass that game. Pretty hard.
Well, that's what you get. Well, it's funny because I know the Castlevania, Delver Booze Cruise.
Right, the
Delver Booze Cruise.
4-color Castlevania
Oh,
Delver.
wait. I've got an insect in my drink.
Okay.
I like
That's
that.
not a good
I like
name.
that.
That's a horrible name. Yeah. It's very reliant on Deathrite Shaman living.
Yeah, but I mean, and it's the same thing with DeathBlade, though.
Right.
And I know there's been conversation that, that's why, some people were saying that's why the Grub deck was bad, was because it had a shaky mana base.
It does.
But
the power
arguably it's the
payoff.
same thing as Deathblade. So
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, that whole game was just that Disfigure, right?
Yeah.
Nick had the Disfigure for Tony's Deathrite.
That's right, yeah.
And he could not cast the Stoneforge Mystic in his hand for a million turns. And just kind of died.
Okay, you guys might be joking, but yeah, no. All right. So the question in chat, or the statement in chat rather, was you might be joking, but Chicago Bagel Authority is literally blocks away from Cards Market. I don't even think it's blocks. I think it's like a block.
I don't know. So it's not
it's
literally blocks.
No, it's not
It is
literally
block.
Warmack does not know.
Right.
Does not.
So
he's not into it. Oh wait.
figuratively, is it blocks away?
We should get rid of this Goyf.
Maybe it's metaphorically blocks away. Yeah, we should get rid of the Goyf counter.
Should we just get rid of Nick Hess?
Yeah, you would have to rename him Hickless Mess.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you can rename Anthony Zinni Spaghetti Zinni. Or the Spaghetti Monster. Or Snuffleupagus.
I'll name him some stuff.
Yeah, I don't know why Snuffleupagus. Probably just...
Tell Nick the Blackhawks suck. Alright, we can probably do that.
Alright, Jokin' Jin in the chat, getting a little feisty.
I know.
A little anti-Chicago hockey.
Which is fine. I don't follow any.
I don't really have an allegiance. Yeah. I'm from New York. You're from North Carolina. South Carolina?
No, North Carolina.
North Carolina. They don't even have hockey, right? Is there ice?
We've won the Stanley Cup a few times.
Is there ice there?
Oh, gosh. A hurricane, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. We took that shit home.
Hurricanes? Is it a freezing hurricane?
Maybe. I mean, Tampa Bay Lightning, they've gotten the Stanley Cup a few times as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were my first exposure to hockey. Well, actually, no. The Atlanta Thrashers' first exposure to hockey. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's good things. So it looks like Zinni is mulliganing, though.
Really?
The mulliganing?
Yes.
Yeah?
Tony has not gotten the greater end of this match thus far.
No, not really.
That Disfigure was so good. I wonder what Tony's bringing in here.
I don't I mean, does he have Disfigure of his own? That seems fine.
Sure. So like spot removal,
Yeah.
planeswalkers seem pretty good here, right? Like Jace. That seems really
Jace
good.
seems fine. Yeah, and I think you definitely still want to have the Lilianas because I mean Nick's not necessarily threat
Looks like he brought in a Jitte.
I'm okay with that. All right.
Starts the game with a ley line of the void.
Blues Cruise not happen, but it only looks like he's got one land. It looks like that Delta's his only land.
Well, he better not crack
But
that for a
however,
while.
Nick has I think 2 Blues Cruises in hand.
Sure. So that's basically a mulligan.
Yeah.
Unless you can pitch one to force.
True.
That's one of the nice things about that card is if you have one earlier than you want it, you can always just pitch it to force.
Yeah, see, Zinni did keep this. He kept this all on the back of Leyline, and I disagree with that.
I mean, it's probably better than going to your average 5, right? At least,
maybe?
Like if he goes to 5 and gets Thoughtseized or Hymned, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's probably just worse.
I guess. But,
it's not good. It's obviously not good.
Nick's going to get in for 1. Zinni's going to go up to 189.
Yep. That was a bad attack. That was a really bad attack.
That's the turn. Thoughtseize coming from Zinni. Zinni going to go down to 17.
Targeting Nick with that Thoughtseize, that's a good decision.
I don't know. I think you target yourself.
Well, they can't, right?
I like it. Is it just opponent?
I don't know if it's opponent.
I don't know what the text is. I know Cabal Therapy you can target yourself.
You can, but I don't know if you can with a ley line in play. Ooh, Nick blowing up the ley line with Golgari Charm.
Alright, that seems fine.
That seems like a strong indication of having some discard in your hand.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
And then,
or not.
So
that's a speculative Golgari Charm? Maybe he also just wants to get a card in his bin to start building up those
I think so. And, I mean, like, why does Nick bring in Golgari Charm here?
True name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it has random utility, I guess.
Not even thinking there. Not even thinking.
Yeah,
oh, no. Oh, no.
I imagine that Nick is going to fire off a Wasteland on his turn.
I'll fire off your Wasteland.
I don't want you to do that.
Yeah. I don't know. Should be good. All right, so Zinni's still resolving the Thoughtseize.
Yeah, I think I would maybe take the Ponder, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, Nick can get, 3 cards in his yard pretty easily.
Well, I mean, the rest of Nick's hand is, pretty garbage.
That's what I'm saying. The Wasteland gets him 1 more card in his yard.
Sure,
however, the Goyf off the top is pretty good.
Goyf is pretty good. I would imagine
so Goyf is sorcery, instant. What's
instant? I don't think there's a land in there.
No,
it's a ley line, so it's enchantment.
Enchantment. All right, so sorcery, instant, enchantment. All right, so Goyf is a 3/4.
Instant enchantment.
Unless
don't see that too often. I mean, I imagine that before Nick attacks next.
I'm
actually surprised that Nick didn't Wasteland right then.
Just to get Goyf. Well,
just to take Zinni off
of a white.
Mana.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I don't know what.
Why leave him?
I don't know. Maybe because he's got the force and he's trying maybe like a creeping tar pit. I don't know.
I mean, I guess if Tony actually casts something, there's a good chance that Tony has to get a blue. So maybe Nick just wants to save his Wasteland for whenever Tony actually gets a blue source in play.
Sure.
Maybe, I don't know. And Nick just cannot flip this Delver.
No. He couldn't last game too.
Drew another Delver. Yeah, he couldn't last game either.
Okay.
Well, I imagine that Nick is going to Wasteland now before Tarmogoyf?
Maybe.
Sword Sepulchres, yep.
Yeah.
So maybe you save the Wasteland now for whenever he actually gets a blue source.
Yeah. I don't know because I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess he's still sitting on force.
I mean,
but it looks like he's got 2. It looks like Zinni's got 2 true name and MSSs. So Zinni's going to go down to 15 with that, and Nick is going to go up to 23.
Taking away the Scrubland would also turn off Liliana, but I guess Nick just really wants to cut him on blue.
Yeah, and I mean if he can get these Delvers to flip, that's going to be a really fast clock.
I mean, if Tony had something like Zealous Persecution right here, that would be a real blowout. But obviously Nick has a force, but still.
Wait,
pretty good.
What? All right. Sasquatch, sorry about the Nightbot. Hold on, let's see. What were you trying to type? Let's see. Go Team Spaghetti Hawk suck. Okay. Maybe. I have to go in and actually mess with that. So let's see.
What's the Nightbot?
I don't know. It's just something that's supposed to help us out.
So like the Nightman?
The Nightman! Enable as a timeout users who post too many capital. Disabled. Done.
All
I actually don't want like most of these things.
Now everyone can say whatever the hell they want.
No, that's not what's gonna happen. What are we missing
You
here?
heard it from me.
What are we? All right, so both the Delvers flip. Greg, this is why you're supposed to pay attention when I'm doing other
All
shit.
right.
Jesus.
I was looking at the
Jesus.
Nightman. All right. So Nick flipped that. Is that right?
Did he
flip it to a cruise?
I'm not.
How did he flip it?
Uh.
I don't understand. Where did they flip from?
Oh, this might be in response to them before his draw.
No, I don't know what Nick drew.
Yeah, it's before his draw, so it's in response trigger.
Oh,
And
it's
then-
with it all on the stack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So isn't he gonna go down to 9 here though? Even with that. Oof. Was that a Goyf that he?
Resolving this brainstorm.
Yeah,
Can't play-
Nick tapped.
Oh, he can play Gwave this
Yeah.
turn. Okay.
But Nick also tapped wrong there. I
Does
don't
Nick
know.
Wasteland the Underground Sea right now?
I think so. Yeah, I think you.
Yeah, he
you
finally
need
got his
to.
chance to take the blue away.
Yeah.
I like how Nick played that. That was nice.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I mean,
So Goyf is just land, right? Oh, land and creature.
it's a 5/6. Nick showed us.
Yeah.
The die.
Alright.
All right, Tony's dead.
Oh, he's just picking it up?
Yep, Tony's dead.
But I just got the Goyf counter up there.
I know. We should tell him to
God,
play it
this is
out.
terrible.
Because you got the quick right.
Alright, do you want to go check to
Yeah,
see
that
if
was super quick. We can try to get someone's game 2 maybe on.
yeah, that would be nice.
I'll go see what we can do.
Alright. Woo! Alright, so we're gonna get some more shit up here. And Sasquatch, maybe I'll mod you sometime at some point. Maybe. I don't know. What's in it for me? You troll half the time anyway. R.I.P. Tone. Oh, goodness. Great balls of fire. Alright, so hopefully it looks like the stream's going well. I know we dropped some frames earlier, so I apologize for that. Oh wow, you guys crazy. Yeah, all right. So just we'll go ahead and plug this. Remember, if you guys like what you guys are seeing so far, we stream every Monday and Tuesday. Mondays from Chicagoland Games. Mondays and Thursdays. Mondays from Chicagoland Games. Thursdays from MTG Card Market. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Google+, Reddit, Hitbox, Twitch, just about everything under the sun. I would definitely go follow us, like us, all those pretty things there at that time, because I said so, or now. Help us, help you. It just makes more sense that way. Now I'm just kind of rambling, so I apologize. Yeah, so, and just out of curiosity, guys, if we implemented a kind of, if we implemented a system where you guys could vote on which matches are coming up, would that be something that would interest you guys? So that way you guys can really pick on what comes onto camera. And then also, what other formats would you guys like to see other than Legacy? And because we definitely want to start expanding a little bit more as we're moving on. So type your stuff into chat, and we'll go there, or post it on Facebook, comment on YouTube, tweet at us, whatever you guys would like, and we'll try to get it. We'll try to implement your suggestions, because we definitely want to do that. Joke and Jin. Yeah, totally. We want to do some standard stuff. Hopefully, hopefully we'll get that going. We're talking about it, and especially if we're doing it at Dojo, feel pretty good about leaving my stuff there. And we can try to set that up on Fridays, or possibly even Sundays. We're talking about doing. We're talking about doing standard as well. If we do it on Sundays, we can also try to splice in there modern, since depending on if both formats fire and whatnot. And then. Okay, and then in terms of match voting. All right, so since there definitely is it sounds like there's some interest in there. We will definitely do our best to. I'll try to get that implemented for Monday. Oh, and let's see. And yes, I promise not to put so much bug on camera this time, or I will make a conscious effort to. Unfortunately, that's kind of the flavor of the month. Over here right now.
Flavor of the year in Legacy.
Wow.
This is no.
But no, our meta though.
Oh sure.
So, what are we?
We have Bob Agra on the left. He's playing Elves.
Okay.
These guys are in game 3, by the way.
Are they?
Yes. Elves.
Elves. All right. What is
Bob Agra?
Yeah.
Oh, other person.
Oh, here I'll do.
Oh, sure.
Bob Agra.
Yeah.
Bob Agra.
Yeah.
All right. What's other dude man on?
He's playing Storm. Do you know if it's Storm or Tess? I'm not totally
And what's his name?
I believe it's Ant.
Is it Ant?
I believe it's
No, his name is not Ant. The
What's his name?
archetype's Ant. I forget. I gotta check.
Oh gosh, Greg,
Yeah, I know.
you're losing it. You're losing it. And I fucked up. I'm moving. All right, elves, and then player deck 2 name is what do you say? Storm. Oh, is it Ant?
I believe it's Ant.
Oh, okay. Ant. Done. All right, and so they're on game 3.
Oh, it's Silverman. That's his name.
Josh Silverman?
No, it's
I remember Phil Silverman.
Phil Silverman.
Silverman.
Silb. S-I-L-B-E-R-M-A-N?
M-A-N. Yep.
Sweet.
You nailed it.
All right, cool. Everything else looked right up there.
Game 3, yep.
Game 3.
Sure,
Well,
sure.
we might need to get their lights correct here.
Yeah, that might help.
Nah, it's all right. Scrub move. Scrub move. All right. All right. So back to chat. Can we vote on what shirt Greg wears? Yes, 100%. We will do that
Yeah.
whenever possible.
What kind of shirts would be on the table? Whoa.
Preferably not stuff with
So
like
Bob
stuff.
is playing Gataxian Probe in his elf deck.
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Do you like it or do you not like it?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess having the knowledge is nice because you can just like go for kills. Maybe it's also a nice combo if he's playing Cabal Therapy in his sideboard.
And Blood Moon as well.
Oh.
So is he not on Elves?
He is on elves. This list of elves, it won an open about a month ago. It's sideboard
Oh,
Blood Moon.
this is Blood Moon? Okay.
Yeah, it's a
The Blood
weird
Moon
deck.
elf. Why do you bring that in against Ant? Just to take him off of black?
I
But he's got petals
definitely
and
would
everything else, so...
would not do that.
Alright, but we're going to see a Taiga from Bob off of a Misty Rainforest. Bob going to be at 17 from the Gataxian Probe that he casts for free, for free, paying 2 life to do that, and then cracking the fetch.
This matchup is fairly free.
Alright, yeah. So, always nice to know what's ahead. Yeah, so yeah, chat, we are definitely, we're definitely going to be working on that. So, is that a preordain?
Yeah,
Trying to get a voting system
Sure.
in place for the matches coming up. We got to figure out a few technical things on our side, like how we're going to get make sure everybody kind of like gives us their decks or tells us what they're on and whatnot.
Yeah,
So,
that's one of the issues because
So-
we also have a few players who like are a little shy.
yeah, they don't really like getting on camera.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, that's fine. I think it's just a few kinks, but I think it's something that's very doable.
Sure.
Yeah, so that would be so. Guys, I guess look forward to that having a voting feature sometime in the near future. Yeah.
So here, back to Bob. Phil just played a preordain on his turn and passed.
Yeah.
Phil's hand looks pretty good. He has a bunch of mana. He has a tutor. He has some good action. Bob, the question here is what meaningful disruption or explosiveness can Bob produce? Looks like he has a Scavenging Ooze in his hand, interestingly enough. It also looks like he has a glimpse of Blood Moon.
And
Huh.
yeah, it doesn't look like he's got a lot
He doesn't
going
have a
on.
very explosive draw. I would think that post-sideboard, even pre-board, this matchup is all about speed for Elves. He just wants to get to Natural Order and try to kill him.
Exactly. Like that's kind of what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
Like you just. That's why I thought it was in Game 3. I was like,
Right.
all right, so just whoever was on the play got to go off first.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see Elves bring in like discard,
Sure. Yeah,
but not Blood
not
Moon
necessarily Blood Moon,
Yeah, because if Phil just has a couple petals, he doesn't really have
which
to
he's got
care.
2 petals in hand. So.
Yeah, I mean, he has use for red mana sometimes,
Yeah.
especially when he's going off.
So I don't know. We'll see.
It's an interesting decision.
Golgari Charm.
I mean, it might be one of those instances. I don't know if Bob has played the Blood Moon version
Yeah.
before,
All
so
right.
like he might just want to see how it is.
And so we're gonna see Phil go down to 18 unless we missed a swing, which is entirely possible, but it doesn't look like it. Other Cataxian Probe, yep. So Glimpse, Scavenging Ooze, Forest, Blood Moon.
Yeah, so that's not a fast clock. Phil must be ecstatic.
Yeah, I mean, and Phil's just gonna be able to sit back and do nothing until he sculpts a perfect hand.
Which looks like probably
And
next turn.
And we see a duress. So if Phil, for whatever reason, does think that that Blood Moon is problematic, it's not. It's going to go away. But
Yeah.
I can't imagine why that would be.
I mean, he might do it just cause, or he might
Or
take
is
the
he?
glimpse.
Do you think he's just going to try to go off this turn? He's got.
he
What,
could?
He's
He
got
knows
2.
the coast is clear. Right?
Yeah, he's got. Storm is at 2. He played another land, cracked the fetch immediately.
Uh-huh.
I think we might just see him go for it.
He has Dark Rits,
Yeah.
right? No. Okay.
Okay, duress.
So
Okay.
he's just gonna take the Blood Moon, I think.
Yeah. No,
He might
or the
take the
glimpse,
glimpse,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
He has
'Cause-
he has 2 petals.
Yeah.
So he probably just doesn't care.
I think you just go off this turn. Like,
He
can he?
might.
Or is he looking
Uh,
for like a Lion's Eye? I don't know.
I think it's safer next turn.
Alright.
Like the chances that Bob draws something which punishes passing is pretty slim. I don't
Yeah.
even know if there is a draw that punishes it.
What about if he drew Cradle and if he drew Cradle, cast Glimpse, and just hit perfectly off the top?
Sure. So it's like that's pretty slim.
I mean, yeah.
The one thing Phil should probably be scared of, knowing Bob has a Taiga in his deck, is Natural Order for WUBRGxyz.
Ooh, yeah, that would.
Because I don't think Phil
That
can
would-
beat that.
No. That would be pretty tough.
Yeah.
Rookthar, in case you guys don't know, what is it? It's sort of 6/4, right?
It is a 6/6 for 4 green red, 6/6 reach vigilance, and whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, they take 6 damage.
Yeah. It's good
So,
things.
Basically a hard lock against Phil.
We're going to get in for 3 here.
Play a Blood Moon. Okay. So now we can see if... Alright, Phil drew a LED. I have to imagine you
Yeah.
can kill him in this spot. He has a
Yeah.
tutor, he has the LED, he has
It's got
plenty
plenty of
mana.
ramp, yeah.
He just
Yeah,
uses these petals to make black mana.
That's what I'm thinking. What are you thinking?
It seems
think of
like
good
he can go
things?
for it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I
Right.
think he could have gone for it
Storm's
last
at
turn.
1, Storm's
Storm's
at
at
2, 3, crack, making black. He has 3 black floating. Storm is 4. He has Threshold. Cabal Ritual is going to net him an additional 3 mana. So he has 6 black floating, 5 Storm. He's going to use 2 of that. He's going to crack the LED in response. Looks like he can just maybe go for Past in Flames as the kill. He has the red mana from the Blood Moon. I would imagine he gets Past in Flames. Yep. This
Alright,
looks
and
like
so-
easily a kill.
Yeah.
He uses the 3 floating from LED and he taps a land.
Alright, so
He has black mana still floating. He's going to recast his rituals.
Storm is what
It is a lot.
6, 7, 8.
It's lethal. All he has to do is get the Infernal
9.
Tutor and go get the Tendrils. That's the game.
He has got the mana because you said he's got like 6, right?
Yeah, he had mana floating still.
All right.
Because he
Yeah.
also
he
recast the
he
Ricks.
just recasted them. Yep. Okay.
Yep. He's going to probe just to make sure there's no Mind Break trap.
Yeah. I don't think there's a mind break trap.
There's probably not a Mind Break trap.
All right. So
All right.
Phil's gonna take that.
Phil with a pretty easy turn 3 kill, I think that was.
Yeah.
Because Elves was on the play that game,
Yep.
right?
Yep. So turn 3.
Yeah, Bob not able to put up the most meaningful disruption there.
No, and that's why again, like I think you just try to be as fast as humanly possible in the matchup. I mean, when you're like strict combo versus strict combo.
It's interesting though because in that, so say he just had a fast turn 3 natural order hand,
Yeah.
Phil actually would have been able to beat that because he had duress.
Yeah.
He would have been able to snatch the natural orders.
Yeah. I mean, like Phil. I mean, Bob also might have been able to do something if he just been able to shit a ton of creatures out on the board.
Okay.
Like,
And like actually make use of that glimpse.
Yeah.
It's possible.
And, like, I don't know, and just try to like.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I think Bob really needs like a Thoughtseize or a Cabal Therapy there. Because
Yeah.
if he had Cabal Therapy, he could have taken both the Infernal Tutor and the Ad Nauseam in his hand. You know, taken both of the action spells.
Yeah.
But it looks like Phil was easily able to take that down. Want me to go see if I can find that game 3?
Yeah. Why not?
All right.
Yeah. Let's see if we can do this.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Greg.
No problem.
All right. So, and I'll go ahead and throw this out to the chat again. Any other things that you guys would like to see from us? Yeah, I know we already talked about the round voting, but anything else that might be that you guys would like to see? Because we're definitely very appreciative that you guys are that you guys tune in every week and watch us. Sometimes some of you guys twice a week. And we want to make sure that we're making it as pleasant of an experience as possible. So if you like the hard and fast commentary, let us know. If you like us being a little sillier, let us know. Anything else you guys can think of? My mind's a little blank, as it is most of the time. Zing! Because there's a lag, so I can't wait for one of you guys in there to be like, "You're slow." Blah 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 blah. You got anybody?
Looks like there's just
All right.
one match finishing up off camera.
Okay. We'll get in here so they can see your face.
In where?
Right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right here.
Mmm.
Don't look at me like that.
I'll look at you any way I want to.
I still want that.
Yeah, you do.
Anything interesting in the chat?
I was just kind of asking what they'd like to see. So, Devil's Blade author, thank you very much for tuning in. Definitely appreciate it, and I also enjoy your motorcycle. If that's what that's supposed to be, if it's supposed to be a penis, unappreciated to a lesser degree.
Yeah,
Not completely unappreciated,
that's a good point.
but.
Hey, Warmac, our moderator, maybe moderator, he has some good ideas for discussion topics,
All right.
such as Pro Tour predictions. Any ideas?
I know, like, Bogner and I were talking about this, and I know that they're all about, they're all about the Ascension, the Jeskai Ascendancy combo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I fully acknowledge that that deck is good, but I don't think it's oppressive for the format. I don't think it's, like, anything like that. Because, like, they just kept, like, referencing, like, just being able to go off, like, turn 3. And in order to be able to do that through disruption, you have to have the perfect 4 cards, and it's a 4-card combo in standard. When you, like,
yeah, but the issue is like, what is the meaningful disruption? Like Thoughtseize, I guess.
Creature kill. All you have to do is kill
I mean,
a mana door.
not if they have a Caryatid though.
No, that's what I'm saying. You have to have a Caryatid, the 0 cost of mana thing, the Ascendancy, and a spell that you can cast.
Yeah, Retraction Helix.
Yeah, or Retraction Helix. So you have to have 4 exact cards.
Sure, but I mean, they're sort of interchangeable, and also, if you just have Ascendancy, any non-creature spell you has loots you to the other pieces.
True. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, but at that point, faster decks will be able to take care of it.
But
Like,
the issue is like, are faster decks actually good in the format at large? Because like right now, something
Okay.
like mono red is being like completely hated out by the mid-range green decks, and like even the Ascendancy combo deck itself is sideboarding like Circle of Flame, which is that enchantment that deals 1 damage to all attacking creatures.
yeah,
So
okay.
like against like a rush deck,
Yeah,
it's like pretty cold to that card.
yeah, yeah.
Like Rabblemaster.
I don't know. Well, I'm still curious. We'll see. But I want to see. I want to see how it shakes out. Like, because like I'm just not convinced that it's as broken as it is. I might end up eating my words.
It might not be broken in standard, but even if it's like pretty good, and it forces all these decks to sideboard these like really weird narrow sideboard cards like Erase or Negate.
Yeah, I mean,
in
like,
a format where those cards are not otherwise very good.
But when I hear oppressive, I just go back to thinking about Callblade, and I don't think it'll be.
Sure, that's
Callblade.
like oppressive by just like these cards are just like they're good cards that are just too good.
Yeah.
Like, that's different than like a potentially turn 3 combo deck in standard.
Yeah. All right.
Like it's not reliably turn 3 obviously in standard, but it's like if
It could be.
can.
Yeah. All right. That's all right.
It's
That's
not like
fair.
that unreasonable if it's playing like a bunch of 4-ups.
All right, and let's see. And Deflected Palm can shut it down too, which is kind of humorous to me. 1 card can ruin the whole combo.
Actually, Deflecting Palm, I mean, it only does that if they are playing like
If they're trying
a
to
bad
beat,
version.
well, if they're trying to win by creature damage, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
The good versions of the deck at this
Just
point are
milk.
just, they're winning with Altar of the Brood.
Yeah. All right.
So, like, Deflecting Palm doesn't necessarily do it.
And then so there's a comment in so Telly Mutually Choo Choo. I appreciate you could point out Deflecting Palm, and no, I do agree because I mean that's one definitely viable way for them to win.
Yeah,
but
but they can just, like, if they see they're playing against, like, Jeskai Tempo, they can just play around that.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out. But I do want to see. So, like, let's see. Dose Fiend likes to. Also, I apologize to anybody that I mispronounced their name. I do it out of jest and fun, and it's honestly just because I can't read.
That's true.
So,
New to Legacy.
I draw boxes all day for work. So yeah, new to Legacy. What deck do I use?
I mean, I think there are a lot of decent choices depending on like what style of game you like to play.
Yeah.
I mean, like the traditional answer to that is like Burn
Yeah.
or something. But like, I think there's like a decent amount of Magic players who just don't have fun playing a Burn deck. I mean, some obviously do, but some don't. So like, what do you play in Legacy if you don't like to play Burn and you're new?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
I think there are a lot of good choices. I mean, I think
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, there's. All right, so okay, yeah, that's a really good. Telly, that's a really good question. Is whether they want to get in cheap or not.
sure.
Um,
Then Burn is probably your best bet.
yeah, Burn is definitely the best bet.
Because it's like a pretty decent tier, like 1.5 tier 2 deck.
Yeah, if you wanted to step up from
$200.
that, I would say probably Blue-Red Delver.
Blue-Red Delver,
Yeah.
the new version.
Yeah,
it's
with-
pretty cheap.
Relatively, yeah.
You'd probably get away with only like 3 Volcanics and another fetch or something.
Death and Taxes, like, that was my first Legacy deck.
It's a good deck.
And it's a very competitive deck.
Mhm.
There's definitely a lot of thought and that has to go into your plays when you're making them, but
There's a lot of room to grow into the deck.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You can just shit out White Weenies and swing
Yeah.
like you play your hate bears and
Yeah.
you can get some wins that
amount
way.
of games you're just
Yeah.
gonna win, but other games where you have to like be really tricky with like your Aether Vial activations and stuff, I think you get a lot of percentage points after like learning the deck. But that's another thing. Like if you're buying into Legacy, I don't necessarily if you don't think that Burn is going to be like enjoyable for you, I don't think you should actually buy into that because you're just gonna get tired of it immediately.
No, I agree, and it's still not. It's like cheaper, but it's
Sure.
still not. You're still going to be
Yeah,
blowing
it's still
like
some amount of money.
$200, yeah, on a deck that you're then not going to want to play.
Right. So you might as well like go for a more expensive deck that you think like you'll like to play for
For a long
multiple
time,
years.
yeah, because that's the beauty of Legacy. You buy one deck and you're good to go for
Right.
a while. And then also, yeah, because like I've been on the same deck for the past 3 years now,
Right.
and it's great because like there's always like subtle tweaks that can be made to the deck to kind of change up the feel of it.
Yeah.
but the same general play style is there. So you and like the same types of interactions with the cards.
Yeah.
So you really get a really good idea of what
Yeah.
to do, and like you just become so familiar with the deck, and that's so much of what Legacy is how much better do you know your deck than
Yeah.
your opponent knows theirs.
Right.
So-
Yeah, it's like it's pretty rare to see people who like switch from one deck to a completely different deck every week and try to
Yeah.
just like play the metagaming field and actually have success doing that at big tournaments. Like
Not a big tournament, yeah.
Yeah.
Local wise, you can kind of do that, but
yeah, a lot of people though they have like a rotation, you know, like 3 or 4 different decks or something.
all right. So let's see. I'm thinking of playing the bot hung blue-red Delver deck and have 0 volcanics and want to run for Price of Progress.
Yep.
Included in my 75. What do you suggest for a basic fetch land mana base?
I mean, I would try to get 1 volcanic maybe.
I mean, or steam vents if you have to, and run
Yeah.
as many fetch lands as you possibly can.
I would definitely. You could probably get away with at least 1 or 2 more fetches. Having 1 volcanic has a lot of value because at least you can fetch that the first time.
Yeah.
And you can also use that for days,
Yes,
which is pretty important because steam vents is a lot worse with days.
yeah, because you just
That's like the one bad thing.
Yeah.
Steam vents.
yeah. No, I mean, I definitely agree. And I mean, if you did want to do it solely with basics,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, I think you just go 12 or 16.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah, I mean,
Fetches.
maybe you don't like. You probably have to actually like change the
probably
deck
not
somewhat.
16 fetches. That seems
No. The deck only played 17
seems-
lands.
Seems like we got some commotion though.
Sure, you want me to check if they're
Yeah,
around?
or
Is
I
it-
can go check. It doesn't matter.
My idea though for the blue-red deck, he might want to just like play Price of Progress in the main deck.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Shift
price
more
of
toward burn.
I think that's perfectly
So
fine.
you got the dazes maybe.
Yeah, I think you can be a little bit more aggressive that way if you really wanted to. Let's see. Yeah, Merfolk isn't terrible. And then I have a deck shell that can change into Bug or Jund in Modern and Legacy. Yeah. That's another good thing is a lot of the cards that are good in Legacy are also good in Modern. So when you're buying the cards, you're buying into slightly different formats. Let's see. I bought in with Dredge. Dredge is another good one. You're not really playing Magic at that point. You're playing your own little thing. You like to goldfish, and that's what you're doing there. But yeah, that's not a terrible spot to start. I think you're correct me if I'm wrong, Chad, but your high dollar cards are really just the Lion's Eye Diamonds. I could be wrong. I don't particularly play it a lot. But yeah, so I'm hearing the yell of the match. So we should be round 2 here, quite very shortly, and so we'll actually get some stuff. Now I saw that there's some other stuff in chat. I'm gonna just redo the board really quick, and then I will get to those questions and or the fun topics. Okay, cool. 0, 0. All right. So let's see. I started out with Burn, then went to Manaless Dredge. Okay, and now I have a janky about face combo deck with the 2 previous most of High Tides, Candelabra-less, and have big cards push for force as well. Okay.
Great.
Oh, what now?
Got a match. I
Ooh.
chose to put our gracious benefactor on camera.
Who?
Jameson.
Oh, is Jameson playing?
Yeah.
All
He's
right.
playing against Phil Silverman, who we saw last round. I thought we could use a nice explosive match. It also should be over fairly quickly, so we could put another one on after.
Okay. You should have had them sit in the same spot.
Oh, sorry.
What is Jameson on?
I believe he's on Sneak and Show.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
We haven't seen a combo. Okay, sweet. Thanks, Chuck. We haven't seen a combo on combo matchup in a while. I guess we saw it last round, but
Well,
a
yeah.
non-elf
All
combo.
right,
on
and that
combo
was
matchup.
kind of so. Hopefully, this one will be a little bit more interactive. So let's see here.
This matchup is like pretty interesting.
And how do you? What's Jameson's last name?
Reeves. Reeves. Jameson. Mson.
Okay, that's what I thought.
There's a question from El Mayo in the chat. Where are you guys located? And we are located in
Yeah?
Chicago.
Huh?
Yeah, you nailed the spelling.
Yeah.
Mayo, we are located in Chicago. We all live here.
Yep.
Currently, we are streaming from MTG Car Market, which is a really nice store on the north side of the city. They also have a huge online presence as a store.
Yep.
We stream on Mondays as well as Thursdays. So Thursdays is from Card Market, which is where we are now.
Yep.
Mondays is from Dice Dojo, which is another store on the north side. And we stream Legacy there as well.
Yep. And again, we're looking, so Joke and Jin volunteer to do Standard and Modern on Sundays.
Sure.
So
Both. Crazy.
Well, I mean, like I was talking because like we could kind of switch them back.
Oh yeah,
and
I guess
forth.
we could jump back and forth.
Also, so I know Phil is
Oh,
undefeated.
they're both 1-0.
They're both 1-0.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe Jameson defeated Maverick in the last round. Seems like a pretty good matchup
Yeah.
for Sneak and
Yeah,
Jump.
that seems fine.
As long as they can keep Knight of the Reliquary from being
Right,
active.
yeah. Just keeping something at bay.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're ever in the Chicagoland area, hit us up. We'll also be at GP New Jersey. So look for us. We'll be wearing T-shirts that have our lovely WUBRG on there.
Yep.
They're going to be pretty. I don't know exactly what they're going to say.
Yeah.
We're thinking maybe something funny.
It's gonna say WUBRG.
It's going to say WUBRG on there.
Probably gonna say something else.
There's probably going to be a WUBRG, and there's probably going to be an XYZ.
That both of those
Yeah.
things make sense.
Yeah, it could be wrong otherwise, but
Yeah. Oh, that sounds good.
Oh.
Tillamook-Sui.
I'm just going Telly.
Telly. Close to us?
And
That
then-
sounds good.
And then El Mayo.
I would also mention that I think there's going to be at least one Grand Prix trial coming up in the area.
Two.
Two?
There's the one down at First Aid in Hyde
Okay.
Park.
Yeah.
Possibly one at Hyde Park, or possibly one in Greektown, because I
Okay.
guess there's a shop in Greektown.
Oh, also
Um,
First Aid, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they have 2 locations.
And then there's going to be one here.
Oh, awesome.
So
And these are all for Grand Prix New Jerseys. They're all
Yep.
Legacy.
I
in
believe
theory.
they're all legacy formatted.
Yeah.
So
You're good.
sometimes you got to go to 5.
You're building anticipation.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're taking a quick break. Phil's going to try to shuffle as best as he possibly can. So going to
You're really good at that.
I am not good at this at all. Yeah, so Imperial Painter. I actually like Imperial Painter. That's not a bad first
That's a
deck.
pretty good first deck.
Yeah.
Powerful and gives you a
There's-
lot of
there's-
free wins.
Yeah, and there's still decisions to be made.
Oh, sure,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I actually like that.
Yeah, it's a
I
pretty
like
good first deck. The cards, the other thing you can think about with a first deck is like you might have an end goal deck and you want to like pick a deck that helps you in building towards that other deck.
And that's what El Mayo was talking about.
Okay.
All right, so yeah,
Telly was also mentioned Merfolk. I mean, that's what I started with, and I love Merfolk still.
I started. That was my first modern deck, I think.
Sure. Okay, so we actually got some play. Just a couple of fetch lands from either side.
Oh,
Very
are those the
nice.
new Flooded Strands?
Those are
Foil
the
new.
old. No, those are the old
foil?
Judge promos.
Oh, yes, they are the Judge promos. Makes sense as the man owns a Magic store. But
Right.
Jameson going to go
Jameson has
down
a lot of nice
to
cards.
19.
They are both at 19, in fact.
Oh, they're both cracking?
Yeah, they're
All
both fetching. I think Jameson doesn't necessarily know what Phil's playing, and
Okay.
vice versa. So they might be scared of stifles out of each other's decks.
That's fair. I think that's a very fair and real concern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbeknownst to maybe both of them, neither are playing stifles.
Yeah. Funny, building on the first legacy deck, Warmac first legacy deck, survival of the fittest, makes imperfect sense.
Banhammer.
Then he moved to Goblins and Enchantress, so good for you.
Yeah, Warmac has some interesting taste. I mean, it's impeccable, but it's interesting.
Flusterstorm on the
Ooh.
Ponder, that's
So, alright. So this seems like Jameson might
real
know.
aggressive.
Jameson might know what's up out of Phil then.
Yeah, but
'Cause that was
even
an
still, that's, yeah, I don't,
It is aggressive.
I would just save that.
He might be sitting on a ton of counter magic and not much action, meaning he just has to extend the game.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
think you forced in that position. I don't know.
No, I think
No?
you save force for when you have tapped out.
I don't know. Flusterstorm just seems like
So
Flusterstorm just seems like a trump.
Flusterstorm is very good.
I mean, if you've nailed your opponent on, if you've put your opponent on Storm, Flusterstorm just seems like not something that you want to. I guess if you end up having to sandbag it though, like then you're always having to leave up a mana.
Yeah,
so
you're kind of
you're
stone
porting.
yourself.
Yeah, you're porting yourself. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Port just because Rashad and Port.
Oh. Warmack in the chat makes a good point. Jameson is pressing the card advantage of not mulliganing.
Oh, yep, yeah, I forgot about that. That Phil did go down
Phil
to 5.
Oh, I
Yeah,
missed that.
that's what Jameson was going.
Oh.
$5, $5 foot long.
Okay.
Let me give
So
you.
that makes a lot of sense then.
Okay, correct. I'll give you a $5 foot long.
Please don't do that. I'll give you $5 to not give me your foot long.
Is this a thing? Give me the money then.
No, I don't have money.
Then I'm gonna give you
I
a
have no
$5
money.
foot long.
I am kind of hungry though.
Oh, I am too. I thought about running to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I got a 6-inch from Subway earlier.
Oh, did
It
you?
just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Did not fill me up.
You needed that foot long.
Yeah. Too big of an appetite.
Oh, all right. It's Brainstorm by
So we see
Jameson.
a series of cantrips out of Jameson for his turn. So he's
Oh,
sculpting his
good.
hand.
Do we see what the 3 draws were?
Well, he's putting 2 back. It looks
Well,
like he has
it's Brainstorm.
yeah, he has a couple forcibles in his hand. I
I-
can't
I-
see what action cards he has, if he has any.
I
He's
just-
putting a force.
I just see 2. Is he on Omnitell?
No, I think he's on. I saw him with a Grizzlebrand and an Emrakul
Oh,
play
okay.
last match, so
Oh,
I believe
okay.
it's Sneak and Show.
All right, that makes a little bit more sense. How many rounds are we at today?
I
Is it
believe
4?
4.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we had 12 people.
Okay. So then that works pretty well then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 12 has been the number we've been sitting at, but they
Yeah.
all haven't been the same people.
Yeah,
So like, I'm afraid that like if everybody decides to come out one night, we're gonna be sitting at like
20,
no more than that.
24.
Yeah. I would just be like, oh, we're gonna be here a long time.
I mean, I think
Probably
we
just
would
cap it at
yeah,
4
we'll cap it
rounds,
4.
but-
Yeah,
I could do 5, but I think that might be
I
a
would
bit.
like to not do 5 on a weeknight.
At Dojo, I would do it.
All right, we got some action. Sneak or show and tell out of Jameson.
Sneak and show coming up.
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
he is- yeah.
I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Jeez, look at
it's
this.
leading to the same thing.
Look at this. I gotta rename his deck.
Grizzlebrand seems pretty unbeatable for Storm.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Omnitell.
It's interesting though because
What?
I don't think
Emrakul makes sense.
Emrakul does.
Yeah.
I don't think Omnitell typically plays Grizzlebrand though.
We could pretend that it does.
I mean,
I wonder if he's playing
it's
like
not like it's bad.
No,
it's just
no.
Like,
I wonder
don't
if
think
he's-
that's standard.
I wonder if he's playing like some sort of mashup.
It seems like he is because I mean, very often the Omniscience decks are actually mono blue as well. They
Yep.
don't even play red.
Yeah, so I wonder if he's got some sneak attacks.
Yeah, he might just be like heavier on the gas. You know,
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know, like
I can see that.
playing a fewer cantrips or counterspells maybe.
I don't know. I mean, if he's running Flusterstorm main,
Sure.
like that's
So like
he's
maybe he's
pretty
not
heavy.
maybe he's not playing Spell Pierce or something.
Okay, I
don't
can see an argument for that too. Like play
Like,
Flusterstorm.
It's
over
hard to know
Spell
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Phil sees the writing on the wall of
the
triumvirate
dream
of
team.
Omniscience, Emrakul, and Grizzlebrand in play.
Oh man.
Maybe it's time to pick up your cards and move on to the next game.
Yeah, that was all right. So
Alright.
we're gonna reset life totals there.
So if Ant mulls to 5, it's probably gonna have a bad time against.
If you mold a 5, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
Not always.
Not always.
Not when you're playing against Bug and you Blood Moon on turn 1.
Okay. I don't know
That's
if that's
always
gonna
real
happen in
good.
this match.
Actually, it could. Jameson could go Soul Land Petal, Show and Tell and Blood Moon,
I
or
guess.
just play Blood Moon. you know?
Okay. Omnitell, yeah, has been known to play Blood Moon.
And-
sometimes. Or Sneak and Show.
And then Ant could go
Mhm.
red into
Well, he got
Petal,
He got
or,
Blood Moon last match.
or Petal, and Land, or
Okay.
just 3 petals.
Yes.
Or you could do
Playing his
Land,
own Blood Moon.
yeah, Land,
Of
Petal.
course.
Let's see, Land, Petal, Rite of Flames, Seething Song, Metamorphose. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know why the Metamorphose is in there.
I don't know why any of these are in there.
To play Blood Moon on turn 1, Greg.
Okay.
Duh.
I think you could have played 2 at that point. Yeah, probably.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's an interesting recommendation, Merfolk, because it might actually be good right now with all these people focusing on like fighting these treasure cruise battles.
Why don't you play Treasure Cruise in Merfolk?
All right, that's not
broke
good.
the format.
That cannot
broke
be good.
the format.
You have to play a lot of cantrips.
No, you don't. You just have to get your creatures killed a lot, which is what happens when you're playing Merfolk, because
So-
all you've got
So
is Merfolk.
lose really hard to maybe draw 3 cards later.
Yes.
Or you could just play Force Standstill, which is also
I don't like that.
extremely good.
I don't like that.
My thought though about Merfolk is that it's like an aggressive blue deck, but it can also play Chalice of the Void, which is something that you can identify with.
I love Chalice of Void.
Because you can play Chalice of the Void in your sideboard. You can also play 4 Cavern of Soul.
Main.
You could also put them in your main. You could.
Man.
I don't.
You don't play Chalice in the board, sir. Chalice is
Alright.
main deck. It goes in the board if it's bad.
Okay. I would probably put Chalice in the board and bring in when it's really good.
So,
But you could play it in the main.
Warmac in chat saying that Merfolk is a trap in this metagame
Wow.
because he's saying, here's his thinking,
Abrupt
Abrupt Decay is going to become more of a card.
Huh.
Why do you? What's the logic behind Abrupt Decay becoming more of a card? Mid-range. So he says mid-range decks or mid-range pushes the format towards cards like Supreme Verdict being good. So what does that have to do with?
But the
Abrupt
thing
Decay?
about Supreme Verdict and Abrupt Decay is that the Merfolk deck that's done well recently is playing 8 man lands.
Yep. So Phil got on the Mulligan train constantly, going down to 6.
I mean, he's probably looking for pretty specific hands that have discard.
I'll give you a pretty specific hand
Don't
that has
do
discard. Yeah.
I also don't necessarily know that the format's going to become more mid-range. It's just everyone's going to play Treasure Cruise. I mean, I guess unless you're counting if you're counting Bug Delver as a mid-range deck, I guess that makes sense.
Hey, Bug Delver maybe.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
I'm not
that's the
gonna-
most mid-range.
Yeah,
of
but
all the
I don't.
Delvers, right?
I don't think Bug Delver is the best deck for Treasure Cruise.
Probably not.
No,
but
I
it's probably fine in that deck. It's like
Yeah.
it's good there, right?
I gotta go. I gotta check. My phone died. I gotta change that. I gotta feed the meter.
All right.
Gotta feed the meter here and
Hold down the fort.
About 15 minutes.
15
15 minutes.
All right.
15.
These guys might be
15
done.
minutes.
These guys might be done with their match.
You got it? 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Chat, how many minutes? How many minutes, chat? We gotta tell Greg.
Are you asking? Oh, you're
Yeah,
asking.
we gotta.
me.
No, we gotta tell Greg. Greg is. Greg doesn't listen. 15.
Warmack admitted
All right.
he could definitely be wrong. Yeah.
There's not that much Bug Delver talk. I hate Bug Delver, so I shut that shit down.
I mean, I'm talking about it because it's probably the most popular deck in the format. Like,
Well, it's the only of the Delver decks that could be considered mid-range. But we have a duress from Phil targeting Jameson. Jameson having Omniscience, Force of Will, Brainstorm, 3 land. So he just kept this on the back of if he draws a... I don't know.
he is really banking on that brainstorm being good.
So Deadpool's got 2 minutes. Damn Deadpool. Nah, then I gotta pay more for parking, Deadpool. I don't
Yeah.
appreciate this. Deadpool trolling, telling me I gotta pay parking in 2
That
minutes.
seems like a Deadpool thing to do.
However, you should take solace in the fact that chat sided with you and
About what?
nobody. Oh wait, nope. Dosfiend, thank you. Dosfiend's on my side.
That what?
Where's Dr. Derp? Because I asked them to tell you 15.
Oh, 15.
Yeah, I need Dr. Derp in here.
He's just going to back you up
Yeah.
blindly no matter what you say.
All right, so Ponder coming down from Phil.
I wish Warmack would be my Dr. Derp.
No, he won't.
Warmack has too much going on in his
So-
brain.
Grixis Delver. Dude, Deadpool, I don't think you realize how much gear I have right now in order to stream, that I have to cart from store to store.
You had a suitcase.
I have a giant suitcase. I actually have to get a bigger suitcase. Yeah.
Gonna need a bigger suitcase.
We're gonna need a bigger suitcase, yeah, because I still gotta get, Yeah, granted, this week's been a little bit worse just because I have to actually carry this monitor. I don't really have the
Right.
travel monitors yet. But Brainstorm coming out from Jameson.
All right, this is the brainstorm that needed to help Jameson's hand.
Yep.
Phil obviously
Very
stripped
important.
the force of will that Jameson had. He stripped it with his duress. And now
Yeah.
Jameson is pondering his brainstorm. He
Uh,
probably can afford to get rid of one of those 2 omniscience that he has.
yeah.
If he didn't find
Does
a
he-
fetch
does-
land, though,
yeah,
he
it doesn't
can't.
matter, yeah. Like, he might just be locked. I can't tell. Like, I'm trying to base solely off of his hand motions whether or not he was happy with what he
Right.
found.
Deadpool in the chat is questioning the amount of gear that you have.
Which is
did find
fair.
The fetch. He did
Okay.
find the fetch.
So that's good. No, so Deadpool, we're trying to get a little bit more sophisticated than that. Today we got a little bit of a later start, or I got here a little later than I wanted to, because we're hoping to actually stream to not only Twitch but also YouTube and Hitbox. And right now we're using OBS, which means that you have to have 3 different instances, so which we had to actually come up with. So like I built a beefy computer solely for that, specifically with the for the CPU, because that's where OBS does most of its tasking on.
Okay, that was all Latin to me.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just look pretty. That's what you're here for.
All right,
Yeah.
well, no one can see me. Perfect. In the match, Phil spent his turn trying to cast a brainstorm, which Jameson aggressively spell pierced.
Yep.
Ooh,
Oh,
so
so
Phil
Pat-
is going for something.
All right, Jameson gonna go on 19.
So Phil must have sensed weakness when he duressed on the first turn, and I think probably the longer the game goes on, the more Jameson is favored.
Yeah, no, I think so too.
So if Phil is able to put together a combo turn here, or he could just be trying to bait out another soft counter spell.
Yeah.
Like, is this Flusterstorm? Nope.
Nope, Spell Pierce. All right.
All right, so stunting Phil's development.
Yeah, and that
for
was pretty good because Phil played Petal and cracked it that turn in order
Yeah.
to cast that. So that was
2
2 for 1. Yeah. And then Deadpool. Yeah, we were using a laptop, just so you know, but that just wasn't suiting our needs. And Warmac, I will talk all my techno babble, and then jumping back to Andy Gray. Just be nice. Just be nice, Andy Gray. You don't have to troll anybody. Just
Yeah.
enjoy the commentary. Enjoy the commentary. Chime in if you'd like. If you have something nice to say, you just chime in. You go, hey, I got something nice to say. How you doing? And then we do a jig together.
Yeah, he's gonna troll me.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
No, you can troll Greg. I thought you were talking about maybe trolling me.
Well, fuck.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so Phil found another land,
All right.
and he looks to be going off,
ball.
trying to go off again.
Up. Up.
Has Jameson F6'd his turn? Yep. Storm
Yep.
is 3.
Ooh. All right.
Oh no.
No.
Three
So
mana.
now it's
3
3.
mana.
So Storm is now 3.
He has 3 floating. Okay. So this must be. This is probably.
So Storm's 4.
Can he get Past in Flames or no? Does he have enough cards? Storm is
He's-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think he can get Past in
Yeah.
Flames. It doesn't
Well-
seem like he has enough gas.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
This
think-
will be pretty tricky.
I think that's what Phil's counting up because he'd like to get Past in Flames if that wins, but if he needs to, he might have to go for an ad nauseum.
Yeah, just to kind of like and just draw out the game a little bit more.
No, I mean to try to actually have enough to win this turn. Like, all right, we'll see if he has enough with Past in Flames. It looks like he's going down to 3 black mana.
Okay. And just to jump over, Droob 1997, pleasure to have you. We are doing very good as well. All
So
right.
he's recasting.
Ooh, making Storm dancing. It's a storm.
Storm
Get
is
it?
5.
The storm should be 6.
Oh wait, this is
7.
mana. This is mana he has. Oh, I see. Maybe he's going to Infernal Tutor for the ad nauseum now if he doesn't have enough storm.
So that's still not enough to kill Jameson, though.
Well, this might be enough storm. Alright, so Jameson has nothing.
Okay.
It looks like
All right, so
this
storm is at
gonna
8.
be enough.
And actually, no, it's
I
at
think it may
9.
have been at 9.
Yeah, it's at 9
Yeah.
because of the duress.
Yep. So this is going to be a lethal tendrils. Alright.
He's got enough? All right,
Yep.
look at that.
Exactly 10.
Yeah,
Got a leader.
Jameson going to read the card really quick just to make sure.
Yeah,
Which is
everybody up and
fair.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a little shot at Jameson's sweet mohawk.
Yeah. I'd take a shot at Jameson. Let's go get some Jameson.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we're doing
I
it.
gotta go to work.
Once we get
tomorrow.
to I already said, once we get to the stream after we hit 100 followers, though,
Yeah.
got to get rowdy. So Columbus Days, yeah, we try to interact. We can't always jump right on it, but if there's a lull like this,
Right.
then we'll definitely try.
Yeah, we try to keep 3 of our 4 eyes on the
Yeah,
match and
yeah.
the other on the chat.
All right, yep. So they are going to pick it up. They're going to go to. Oop! I did not. Uh-oh. They're going to go to game 3 here. But yeah, no. And again, guys, you guys are tuning in. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. You guys could be watching a number of other Magic streams. So again, we want to. There you go, Nightbot. Jesus,
Now
fucking 20 minutes, my ass.
being useful.
But.
Night man. Day man.
But yeah, so again, guys, if you guys obviously Nightbot, follow us, like us, subscribe to us. You see the links there. If if you guys have any suggestions for us, be it commentary or things that you would like to see, just let us know, and we'll definitely try to implement them. What are they saying?
I
During
think
the next break,
Warmac had a good idea. So we're in a low right now. We should do point counterpoint about Columbus Day.
ooh.
Point for Columbus Day, named after a great man, Christopher Columbus.
If by great man you mean sadistic serial like mass murderer, then yes.
Counterpoint, sadistic murderer. Point is we get a day off.
That's fair. I can't argue that one.
Yep. There's no counterpoint to that.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, do we get a day off?
I do. Fuck. I don't know if you do.
I have a bad
And
job.
tomorrow is basically like a day off for me because half of my office is taken because we get a lot of time off. So
That must be nice for you.
yeah.
Actually, I can't. I mean,
But you can. You have unlimited time off, right?
yeah.
I don't know.
Quote-unquote
I don't know.
unlimited
I don't know if I
time
would say exactly where you work, just in case. But
off. Sure, I'm not gonna say where I work.
yeah.
At
I mean, I'm sure they can Google the name and figure it out. So everybody,
Yeah.
Google Greg's name, find out where he works, and go there.
Please don't do that.
All right, so Gore Freeman, we're looking into possibly streaming Modern.
Yeah, that would potentially be on Sunday
On Sunday,
afternoons.
Sunday, maybe a Wednesday, but more than likely Sunday afternoon. Maybe
might
Wednesday
be-
night.
It might be nice to stream Modern on a Sunday because, like, Star City does Modern at their open.
Yeah, but they don't
weekends,
actually
they
show
don't, Yeah, they don't show any of the Modern.
Yeah. So let's see. Come for the MTG. Come for the MTG. Stay for the political blustering. I like it. I like it coming from the DC man. Where I could have been there. I want to see some. You want to see some bugged over? I think you're like one of the few people ever that want to see some bugged
I
over.
think Deadpool is trolling.
All right.
I could
I
be
hope
wrong.
so. Because wasn't he the one earlier that was saying
that he didn't want more
like
bugged over.
all this bugged nibble talk? All right. All right. Bug Delva?
Maybe he's just testing
All right.
our attention.
Yeah, I don't
skills.
even know.
All right, we're in game 3.
Yeah.
Both players have an island. I really like Phil's art on his island. That's an Urza Saga island.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan of the
full art?
Yeah, fan,
It is
fan of the John Avon.
That's probably the nicest full art island, right?
Oh man! All right, so Flusterstorm
Very
again
aggressive,
on the
very
ponder. Wow. All right.
Really does not want to let Phil set up.
No, not at all. Jameson though gonna probably play a cantrip of his own.
All right, let's see how good Phil's hand is.
Oh,
Duress. He has the tendrils in hand, which is pretty terrible. Not ideal to have the tendrils in your opener, or close to your opener. But he does have a brainstorm to maybe put a card back, or 2 cards back next turn and fetch afterwards. So he might be able to put the tendrils back into his deck, actually, which is nice. He also has a very meaningful Duress to be able to hopefully hold off Jameson for at least a turn or 2. Buy himself enough time to go off. Because fundamentally, if Jameson is able to, bring out the game for a couple turns, his combo is a little more robust than Phil's in a way.
Yeah.
It relies on fewer cards.
Yeah, most certainly.
So Phil's probably going to brainstorm, then fetch, shuffle some stuff he doesn't want into his deck, then go find a black source for his duress, or maybe the Cabal Therapy that's sitting in his hand now.
Yeah. See you going whatever way.
I'd probably leave with duress because then next turn you have knowledge of what you want to name with Cabal Therapy.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
Phil considering what to put back.
Yeah, still resolving the brainstorm.
I would imagine that he's putting back at least the Tendrils of Agony, because I don't think he needs that.
Yeah. So, no, I agree.
In all likelihood, he does not need that in his hand right now.
Yeah.
And it does look like he has in fact put it back. Yep. So he's fetching. Probably gonna go find a black source to fire off a duress.
Oh no. What the fuck? Oh god. Alright, I don't even know.
What's
know.
happening to the computer, Mark?
Computer going crazy.
Computer going crazy.
Not really, I just yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Phil did in fact duress, and he hit a Force of Will out of Jameson.
Seems pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Jameson pondering what he can do here. He's down to 18, in fact.
Oh. 18?
Yeah, I
Alright.
believe Jameson is at 18, because he just fetched.
Fair enough. Shit needs to work.
I would agree. I would
Yeah.
like everything to work properly.
I'm trying to download the stuff and it's just not wanting to. Oh, that's why that.
So now Jameson is going for sneak attack.
Ooh. Alright, so yeah, I guess it is like a
Passing
hybrid
the turn
version.
back. Phil is going to nail the Grizzlebrand, so Jameson is left without a big creature in his hand.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Switching chairs.
Chair issues. Hashtag Chairgate.
Yes.
Hashtag Chairgate.
It's not going to catch on.
No, it's gonna catch on.
We don't even use Twitter.
No.
Okay.
Instagram.
Alright.
I'm a big Instagrammer.
I'm sure you are.
I have zero.
So here, if Jameson can maybe cantrip.
I mean, if
into
he
a
can,
big creature.
yeah, if he can rip something good, then he's gonna get it.
Nothing just yet. Passes back to Phil. I believe the Jameson is sitting on a Force of Will. I believe.
Yeah, I think he's got something. Not entirely sure. Again, my attention mildly divided.
Mildly divided to technical
Yeah,
issues.
trying to get the camera to stop flaring like that. That's
Oh.
because I'm an idiot and forgot to install the camera software.
Yeah, well,
But you know, you gotta learn.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So Andy
You do
Gray informatively told us that actually Jameson Force of Willed that duress. So
Oh,
he
okay.
valued cards in his hand higher
So-
than Force of Will.
Jameson is what, at 17 then?
Yep. And now Jameson has a bird. Because
Oh, just Swan Song?
Swan Song came
Swan
down.
Song.
Some.
Cancel the brainstorm.
Took out a brainstorm. Phil is
Shit.
desperately trying to keep Jameson off of finding a big fatty. And Phil just brainstormed into a little gas, but he found a Xantid Swarm, which is, it's not the point in the game where that's going to matter too much in all likelihood. Shuffling the Ponder, does not want the Swarm.
Alright.
Phil is really under the gun. Every turn that goes by, Jameson is coming closer to ending the game with a Grizzlebrand or an Emrakul.
Yeah.
Not to mention 2/2 beats. In
Yeah, I was
the
about to
air.
say that's relevant. Just beating face for 2. Hold on,
Yep.
let's get.
Alright, Phil had a blind draw with the Ponder. Did not find enough action to go off. What did Jameson draw now?
We shall see, shall we?
If he does anything this turn. Oh, alright, so he didn't find a fatty because he's
But he's-
beaten for 2. Phil down to 17.
Okay. Phil's down to 17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Swan is a 2/2.
Oh no!
Oh no, indeed.
Oh no! Alright.
Passing back. Phil weighing his options.
What the hell?
So does he think he can do something this turn? Yes, he does. Leads with a Dark Ritual. 3 black mana.
Okay.
Adding another 3s. Down to 1.
Okay.
Can he go up to 5?
Yeah,
Well,
he's got threshold.
Yeah, it nets 3. Alright. Jameson gonna force that. He thinks that that's the critical mana point. Just fill out a counter. Yep. Another swan song. Jameson now has a pair of 2/2 birds. I wonder how many you need to have a flock of swans. Actually, I don't even know if flock is the word for swans.
Gaggle of geese.
Yeah.
I know gaggle of geese.
Right. Well, these are not geese tokens.
They could be.
There should be goose tokens in Magic. That would be great.
There are goose.
Right.
Star City Games makes goose tokens,
Phil
don't they?
cast all the cards in his hand, and he just fired off the tendrils to gain life? Or is that lethal? Was that enough? No, he's Past in Flames. Okay.
All right.
So now he's going to recast everything.
Everything.
If he's sat on like a...
Like,
What is he
he's
sitting on?
Flusterstorm?
The thing is, Phil would just fire off a duress. Like, if he sat on the Flusterstorm for this
Yeah.
long, that would be really bad.
Yeah.
Duress?
2 lands.
Okay.
Okay.
Jameson did not draw well in this.
No. You're still going to make Phil go through the motions,
Yep.
which is smart. I mean, I agree with that.
Yep.
Because he could just be like,
Yep, brain hemorrhage.
or, no, I mean, he could technically be like, I'm going to play Empty the Warrens instead for some reason, and then...
Sure. And then get killed.
Yeah, and then Jameson
Yep.
brainstorms perfectly.
Alright,
I don't even know.
Phil played correctly. He found the gas that he needed. Past in Flames did a lot of work that game.
Yes.
Oh, Warmack did some really useful research for us on the internet, and he found out that it's either a bevy or a game of swans.
I like Game of Swans.
Or a wedge of swans if they're in flight.
Ooh.
Wedge makes sense. I like Game of Swans.
I like Game of Swans, too.
That sounds
it's
like
epic sounding.
That sounds like a good book.
Yeah.
I think you could make a good movie out of that too,
Possibly.
or a TV show.
Yeah. All right, but no. I'll Game of Swans you.
I don't.
I got a game. I got a game we can play. It's Game of Swans.
Okay.
Game of Swans and Swan Noggles and
Okay.
Gaggles of Geese. Anyway, El Mayo, to answer your question, or your statement rather, of you'd love to see Dredge. I don't know if we have anybody playing Dredge here tonight.
There are 2 locals who play Dredge.
A lot.
Neither are here though.
And Ethan's not here with his Manaless Dredge.
I was counting Ethan as one of them.
Oh, no, there's
there's a
3.
third though.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 traditional Dredge, 1 Manaless.
Manaless.
But none of them
however,
are here tonight.
on Monday, we have Manaless Dredge on camera, I think once or twice this past Monday, which you can check out on YouTube. If we can find one today, we'll definitely try to get them on there as long as their record's okay.
Great.
I'd like to see the big dice come back from Andy Gray. I agree. We're gonna try to get some big dice.
Sure.
As far as you can tell, nobody else wants
And
All right. Thanks, Chuck.
all right, and then let's see, Telly. Last Sunday was a blast from Martin in a dojo. Only 6 of us showed up. Yeah, well, hopefully we'll be able to change that. I mean, like, our legacy attendance has been like,
It's gone
Yeah,
out.
it's been
yeah, we haven't not fired ever since
Yeah.
for a while.
I mean, modern
so,
attendance
which is,
might go up because
Right now it's-
people might want to try some of the new cards.
Right now it's pretty low because people are trying to play standard.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Which
standard's
makes
new and
sense.
fresh, and
and then you guys switch the order of the names so that you're both on camera and your names align. Oh, yeah,
Why would we do that?
but that means that,
why would we do that?
yeah, but that means that Greg gets, like, priority then.
Oh yeah,
And I'm not
that's
about...
great.
You guys could do
No,
that.
I'm
We
not
should
about to
definitely
do that.
switch. We should definitely
No,
switch.
I
We
don't-
can switch seats,
I don't like
and I can
that.
do all the technical stuff on the computer.
I mean, I could also just, it's wireless. I could just
Oh.
move this
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we could.
You could be the monkey on the keyboard.
Or I could be Mark today.
Oh, shit. I gotta go feed the meter. I'll be back.
Okay, 15 minutes. Alright, we have a good
Yep.
question in the chat from Spooky386. What is the most rogue or interesting decks in the field tonight?
Hashtag mud.
There's no mud in the field. If Mark was playing, Mark McManus was actually playing,
There's a Tezzeret.
which is not mud.
No.
It is
But-
artifact based.
But it is a rogue deck.
Yeah. It's fairly rogue. I mean, blue-black Tez is like a pretty known quantity.
Out there we have Elves, Burn, Sneak Attack, Ant.
Okay. So none of those are particularly rogue.
Bug Delver.
Yeah.
Maverick.
Two Mavericks.
At least one.
I think it's Greg Pino
and Jeff.
Yeah,
and Jeff is playing Maverick as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what Mitesh is playing. I assume he's playing lands again.
Some sort of Punishing Fire land deck.
I'm playing Blue-Red Delver.
Yeah, I would imagine that the most rogue of those are probably the two Maverick players at this point. Most of Maverick has switched over to Death and Taxes.
For the most part, yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's always something nice about Knight and Gaddock.
They are very powerful cards, especially.
Green Sun's just
Gaddock at the moment seems super, super good against Treasure Cruise and nothing else. I mean, what we've seen winning on camera has been combo so far.
Phil was on camera last round?
Yeah, Phil won both of his rounds.
Yeah.
The matchup against Elves for Storm is quite good because you're basically...
They have no interaction.
I mean, they can board and discard.
Yeah.
But you're basically a turn faster.
And I've seen Storm decks go through discard very consistently.
I mean, like, Storm is trying to be a turn 2 deck. Elves is really a turn 3 deck. So just like being a fundamentally... Like, having a fundamental turn that's one turn slower in a combo matchup seems pretty awful.
Yeah.
But this matchup, I mean, Phil played against Sneak and Show this round. I would think that, objectively, that favors Sneak and Show because you're able to play counter magic.
You can play counter magic and you have an absurd threat.
Right, and your combo requires, like, keeping fewer cards in your hand through discard.
Like, they can't win against
Phil
Resolve Crystal
seemed to play that match pretty well and fought through the counter magic.
Yeah.
A lot of swans.
Happens.
Yeah. We learned that a pack of swans is called a game of swans. Warmac did some research for us.
Very nice.
When they're in the air, they're called a wedge of swans.
That's, I assume, for the shape.
It might be unrelated.
It might be unrelated.
Maybe they
I
just
wouldn't be
like
surprised.
making wedges. I don't know. But
So, odds are I'm playing against Phil or the winner of Mitesh and Nick next turn?
with 12 people,
Yeah.
probably someone got paired down.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Or someone's going to get paired down next round.
I
A
wouldn't be
2-0,
surprised.
right?
Yeah.
So two 2-0s are going to play each other, barring any draws.
Yeah.
And the other 2-0 is going to get paired down against a 1-1.
Yeah. That's what happened to me last week. Or Monday.
Yeah, I mean, happens to someone, right?
Yeah.
But if the 2-0 that gets paired down wins,
Then we have
there's a
undefeated
clear
finals.
cut, two 3-0s left. Makes it pretty easy for splitting
Do
finals.
you guys prefer
and
to
such.
play against Bug Delver?
So you're Blue-Red Delver,
Yes.
right? The Monastery Swiftspear version,
Yes.
all that. And what have you played against this
I
right
played
now?
against Maverick, which is a good matchup.
Okay.
And then I played against Burn, which is kind of an iffy matchup.
Yeah, it seems
It's a lot about the
close.
race.
Yeah.
Game 3, I pretty much won because while he was on the draw, he didn't see a second land, and at
Okay.
the point is burned at my dudes.
Yeah, that seems like where you're losing.
Yeah.
It seems like if you are able to stick Young Pyromancer for any amount of time, that's huge
that's
for
that's
you.
how I won the game. Was I played Young Pyromancer and
Yeah,
Bolton twice.
having like many sources of
Yeah.
damage, like recurring damage. And also, like
I
if they don't have that many lands, the Daze gets really good.
I won game 2 off of a Grimlaw answer.
Okay.
The one out of the sideboard. It eats all of his dudes, and it saved my face from him steering Bloody my Delver.
Sure. So are you like taking out some treasure cruises?
No, actually, I didn't take out any treasure cruises because there's only the one Grim Lavamancer. And the
Okay,
treasure
so the
cruise,
chances that they conflict are somewhat small.
they're somewhat small, and I end up pitching most of them to forcibles anyway.
Sure.
And then the 2 that I did cast drew me into more gas.
Right.
So the deck fills its graveyard fast enough
Right.
that one Grim Lavamancer can compete with
Sure.
with treasure cruises just fine.
So are you have to keep enforceable basically?
I kept in 2 in game 2 because I was going to be on the play
Okay.
because I lost game 1, and then I boarded out 2 days and throw them back in
When you're on the play again?
when I was on the play.
Oh, all of the Cheetos. Or do you want the Cheetos?
No.
Okay. Cheetos.
Yeah.
They're not flaming hot, but this is definitely
Grim
good.
Lavamancer's very good on turn like 6 against Burn
Yeah.
because then
Well, if you're still alive.
if I'm still alive, which I can be usually,
Sure.
it's very good at turn 6 because they've usually wasted all their removal on your Delvers and Swift Spirit by then,
Right.
and then he just completely overwhelms the board.
Sure.
And then if he protects every other spell that you play because they need to deal with him first before they can deal with anybody else.
Sure. There's a pretty interesting question in the chat from Siren. Do you think there will be a breakout deck or card from GP New Jersey? I have
I would love to
one
see
idea.
Ascendancy because Ascendancy is sweet.
Okay.
It's not going to be there.
It's not modern, Chuck.
It's not, but like all the pieces there.
We'll see. My thought is it could be the breakout deck could be Miracles, but changing their win condition back to Rest in Peace plus Helm of Obedience.
That could be very good for the meta.
Right. Because I mean, if everyone's playing these Treasure Cruise decks, or like Bug Delver specifically with Treasure Cruise, main deck Rest in Peace
There's
seems
that Bug Delver
insane.
Yeah, I want to see Storm.
The deck to beat.
I want to see Storm with Dig Through Time.
Maybe. I mean, isn't Dig Through Time competing with Past in Flames though?
No, you exile your all the things you can't flash back
spell.
with it. Yeah, so your Lion's Eye Diamonds, your Petals, Passes in Flames itself.
If you have enough of that in the yard, though, already, then you're probably already winning.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, sometimes you're just looking for the win condition.
maybe.
Or exiles the things you don't need, so
I mean,
that you can go find Tutor and Passive Flames or whatever.
in that deck, is a Dig Through Time that much better than like Grim Tutor though?
I mean, it's Grim Tutor's 5 and 6.
Yeah, but at the cost of eating your whole graveyard, and you need double blue, which is like none of
Yeah.
your rituals produce blue.
I mean, it might be just a different Storm take.
I mean, I've definitely seen Dig Through Time show up in Sneak and Show because that
Yeah,
seems like
that-
more
that
appropriate
sounds
because it's
very
just
good
like A plus B,
Yeah.
and they don't need their graveyard for anything.
Maybe not so much a Storm deck then, but some sort of combo deck with Dig Through Time that's not
Sure.
Sneak and Show. What's a combo deck that's been played in Legacy that's struggled lately?
How about Doomsday?
Doomsday uses their graveyard quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, because if they don't go off by Doomsday, they go off by
The
Passive
same
Flames.
way
Yeah.
that Storm does. I mean, I saw someone was trying like a Pyromancer Ascension combo deck in Legacy.
I saw one of those for Vintage by
Maybe
Raptor,
it was Vintage.
and
Maybe it
that
was
looked
Vintage.
terrible.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I guess any Delve card competes pretty hard with Pyromancer Ascension.
Volcanic Fallout's really good against Blue-Red. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, do you think that people are going to be specifically sideboarding to try to beat this Blue-Red Delver deck?
Potentially.
I mean,
It's by far the most powerful deck I've ever played.
what do you think are the most effective cards against it?
Actually, some of the stuff I have in my sideboards. Is it Staticaster? Very good
Okay.
against the deck.
That makes sense.
The only thing it doesn't kill is Swift Spear.
Oh, yeah, I guess. So Staticaster could come out of the board of like Blue-Eye Red Miracles decks.
Yeah.
I think that's become pretty standard.
Um,
It doesn't kill Swift Spear or Flip Delver, but I guess it kills.
I mean, it kills Delvers before they flip,
Right.
which will happen mid
A fair
late
amount of
games.
time,
Yeah,
yeah.
it kills Young Pyromancer and all of its tokens.
Yeah.
Especially 1-2, like end of turn, kill all your
Yep.
tokens, then kill your or other way
Then
around.
kill
actually.
the probably kill the Pyromancer first and
Yeah.
then kill all the tokens. It's pretty good. Also, it just like block very effectively against most.
Oh yeah,
of your
it blocks
team.
everything in the deck besides Swift Spear.
Yeah. And Delver.
And Delver, but
with
you have
flips.
other ways of dealing with Delver.
Right.
Miracles is probably fine against the deck for the most part.
Yeah,
it's hard
it
to deal
seems
with.
quite good.
Like I think it's a 50-50 for most cases. Then it gets worse after sideboard.
I mean, like, it seems like, I don't know, Counterbalance seems really good against you.
It can be. It probably is. But it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop Treasure Cruise.
Sure.
Well, you can
It
still
stops
cast.
everything that Treasure Cruise
Yeah.
draws, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You can still cast your spells to trigger Young Pyromancer and
Sure.
Swift Spear. And if all your goal is to just pump your dudes and kill them as fast as possible, that's usually enough.
The thing is, like, if they find one Terminus to stop your first wave,
Yeah.
and then they have the Counterbalance lock, it seems like you're just
Yeah,
dead.
I mean you need a force will of counterbalance.
Sure.
And
Okay.
and you also usually have to force will a Terminus.
Okay.
You might be able to fight through one, but not two.
Like, is it even more valuable for you to just, like, try to force will the top? Because that sets up a Terminus, even.
Maybe. I would daze it up.
Okay.
Yeah, because I usually try to run it out and get turn one, and I would just daze that if I
So
could.
you're assuming
Yeah.
you're on the play?
Yeah.
Well, Delver's a lot better on the play.
Delver's always better on the play.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know yet.
Like the extra card might not be enough for the top, but it's definitely enough for the counterbalance.
It'll be interesting to see. I think there's at least 1 or 2 open weekends before the GP.
Yeah.
Seeing what exactly is going to come of all of this.
You're thinking about playing blue-red, right? That's the GP,
I'm considering it,
or
but I
just doing
think
it
I think it's my familiarity with Death and Taxes is it's better if I just stick to what I know.
I will say one thing: Spirit of Labyrinth does not scare me as much as everybody thought it would. Like, you have so much burn, and then I bring in Electromancers in that matchup anyway, because it kills moms and it kills Spirit of Labyrinth.
It kills a lot of my
It kills everything
creatures.
except, like, it kills Thalia. It kills everything except, who you have for 2/2?
Well, I'm trying out 2 core Firewalkers in my sideboard.
Those guys are pretty good, yeah.
So I think it's a close matchup. I think that Treasure Cruise made it a lot tougher.
Yeah.
I'm trying 2 Spirit of Labyrinths in my main deck. They've been fine so far. They're mostly just a Lightning Rod for removal, which in the deck is actually kind of fine because it just means that there's a better chance that my next like Thalia or Mother of Runes is going to live. If they draw too many Lightning Bolts in that kind of matchup, it's going to be rough, but what can you do? We're probably coming up on our next round pretty soon.
Yeah, but I'm going to jump in here.
All right.
Alright.
No, you can stay there. That way we're paired up
Thank
correctly on the thing.
Yeah.
That way you're just like.
I'm on
see?
this side.
Oh wait, no, it still
This
does look like
side.
I'm the commander. All right.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, Chuck, thank you very much for your exciting commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Cabbage. Spirit of Labyrinth is cabbage, says Warmac.
Is cabbage. I don't know if that's good or bad. I kind of like cabbage.
I mean, it depends how Irish you are, I guess.
Well, I mean, when I was in Taiwan, they did like stir-fried cabbage. It's really good.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
boiled
great.
cabbage sounds miserable.
Yeah. What can you do?
Nah, no, boiled cabbage is pretty good. I like it. I like stewed cabbage.
I'm out of Cheeto.
All right, so we're about to get going.
Thanks for getting me this Cheeto.
Yeah, you know.
Or-
I know we were both hungry.
Let me see if any matches are going to time.
Thank you, Chuck.
All right. What's it?
Cabbage is garbage?
Garbage, gabbage, cabbage.
So, Warmac thinks that Spirit of the Labyrinth and Death and Taxes is garbage. I think it might be a necessary evil at this point.
Yeah, I would agree with that. All right, so what?
I could be wrong.
So much I missed in chat while I was gone. What's going on here? It's just some things. Let's see. Spooky 3827. Oh, that's what that one. Hey Chuck, man, boring meta. Maverick will be cool to watch, but I guess I'm just gonna read through chat right now, and do it.
There wasn't a ton because we were between.
Don't you shake your heads. Don't you shake your heads. What about marrow shards in the sideboard? Wait, marrow shard? Which one was that? Was from Morrowind, right?
Isn't
Kimchi. I like kimchi.
I love kimchi.
Yep. Okay, so what type of alright, so what type of camera it's this guy. What type of camera are you guys using to display the playing area? We're using a C920 for the play area. It's worked pretty well. The biggest issue that we have is we really got to I've really got to get a better tripod, one that's actually got an arm that swings out. That's next on the list for things to buy for stream. Let's see. Miss anything else?
I'm digging the kimchi talk.
Yeah, I like kimchi.
Now I'm really in the mood for stuff.
Yeah, let's. Did you bike to here?
I did.
Oh.
We can get some Korean barbecue late night.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
Have a wild Thursday.
I'll meet you up there. We might. I don't know.
Yeah.
My phone died, or else I would check to see how many
Perfect.
followers we got. Maybe we just do it tonight. We don't have the booze here
Do
though.
a kimchi cast.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, Devil's Blade off, and thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Or ma'am. Or you. Thank you. Thank you, you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do like a thing like Newmont does. every time
Oh,
you
I
get a
know.
follower.
That's the plan. That's what I was trying to get working today, but having to set everything up on the computer again was
I just
a
meant
little
do
bit much.
that, say that thing that he says. He said, "New subscriber."
I can do that.
Yeah, you just
get
did it.
But then we can't rip him off.
Yeah,
Besides, he's taking 1,600 viewers that could be watching us right now.
he might take it. It might be good for him if we do it, because people just go watch him. What a jerk.
Goodness. All right, so Telly, Koreans say that series in Korea, their kimchi is always better than anyone else's. Well, isn't it kimchi from Korea?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we hit 100 tonight, it's going to be kind of lame because we don't have any booze here.
Yeah.
And if we do this,
We just have Cheetos.
like if we hit 100 tonight, then I will devote Monday to solely drinking the entire way through.
That'd be great.
I'll start. That's what we should do. We should all get together and start streaming like midday Monday.
Yeah, we should all black out and forget about streaming.
No. We're just streaming the entire time while we're drinking.
Okay.
A combination of MTGO
And blacking out.
and physical. I like this. I like this. This is the
Magic
plan.
plus whiskey equals bad magic.
Nope. Hey, we had lovely whiskey talk here not too long ago.
Is that sort of like whiskey dick?
It's kind of like whiskey dick,
That sounds
except
terrible.
not as bad.
Okay. Not as embarrassing.
Not as embarrassing.
For anyone who's embarrassed about playing Magic.
God,
So.
doesn't sound good. Damn it, Deadpool. Damn it, Deadpool.
Yeah.
He's
Deadpool's shooting
just
down all
raining
our
on
ideas.
raining on the parade. Soju. We could drink soju. Sounds
Soju will mess you up. That stuff is dangerous.
Oh man! All right, you should stream while you run a 40K and talk about Magic. 40K sounds like a long distance.
It's pretty far.
Yeah,
I mean, a
That's
10K is 6.1 miles,
yeah.
so extrapolate from there.
So just times that by 4.
Yep.
Oh, so that's just a marathon, I guess.
A little less than a marathon.
Yeah, right at it. Hey, this guy, Greg, looks like someone's dad. Is he a dad? Oh no, Magic isn't done. The round should be firing here in just a second. I don't know what the heck is going on. I'll go check on that. So yeah, for 1 second, guys.
It looks like someone's dad. What does that mean, Mark?
I don't know. That's what Sasquatch said. You have a very dad quality. Make a dad joke. Do it now. Dad joke. Go.
No.
Okay.
We have
so,
a round?
Yeah. No pairings are. He's getting pairings right now.
Great.
So, guys, yeah. So apologize for all the commentary and you just having to stare at us. I'm going to show you my.
Breakout deck at New Jersey. Something
Okay.
to stand still.
Something
with
with standstill?
standstill.
Awesome.
Okay.
Merfolk.
Yeah.
Merfolk.
Murph
No. Let's go. Let's go, Bug Delver.
I might test Merfolk for this GP.
Oh, jeez.
4 Mishra's Factory, 4 Mutavault, 4 Standstill.
I'm actually going to take the because I think I might go 8-man land in mud.
I might buy Mishra's Factories tonight.
Yeah, why not? I'm going to buy them out too.
They're like $1.
And then what's the other
They're
one?
$1.40. I'm not gonna buy anyone out. I'm not like specking on a legacy card.
No, just for you. So you're going to buy all the cards so you can't buy
Oh
them.
right, because I also would need what's it called?
What's the warrior something?
Yeah.
Marrow warrior?
Tidal Warrior.
Tidal warrior? Yeah, there you go. This is the MTG card market that is on Belmont.
Belmont.
Yep. Every Thursday at 7:30 we play Legacy here.
Yep.
So come down if you're in the area. That'd be awesome.
We might also try to stream Modern occasionally on Wednesday nights or something.
Yeah.
See what we
Or
can do.
Sundays. We're gonna try to pick up some more formats here.
Yeah.
Did you guys just from the club in that polo? Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. What's it to you?
I got this polo on clearance on jcrew.com.
Damn.
$20.
Go you. Go you.
It's mint. It's mint green.
So talk about the Pakula deck. I'm not quite sure what he's talking about.
Ooh.
And I'll answer this question really quick. The store is located in Chicago,
Yeah.
right off of the Belmont Red Line stop.
North side of Chicago.
North side. Yep.
Yeah, near Wrigleyville. Nepomes in the comments asks about the Pakula deck. I'm curious. I don't actually know what that is. I know that Pakula is traditionally played Rug Delver in Legacy, but I'm not sure what new deck he would be on. Nightbot is doing too much work here. I think Mark is going to try to turn down its turn down its input because it does not like Sasquatch, apparently. Telly is saying, I vote Modern. I would very much like to see some Modern streamed locally because it seems like things have changed drastically in that format with cons coming out. I mean, I've seen a bunch of streams on Channel Fireball being posted, and it looks like the Jeskai Ascendancy deck is completely absurd. And it also seems like Treasure Cruise is going to make a pretty significant impact on the format. Wormack wisely observes that Nightbot is a huge dickhead because it's just deleting everything that everyone says. We are going to have to turn down its input here. Mark is the master of the Nightbot, though, so we're going to need him to come back for the round before I can get that turned down for us. Not for what. Mayo asks if he could see some Pauper. I know that MTG Card Market has tried to get Pauper to be a thing locally. I don't know if they've had enough people show up to really make it fire consistently. I would like to see Pauper happen because I like not spending a ton of money on my decks either, and I think that the format's pretty like rich.
Got a match.
Oh, Mark has a match for us. Also, Nightbot's being a total dick to everyone.
What? What's he doing?
He's just deleting all of Sasquatch's comments, which are probably just swear words at me.
Yeah,
but still.
probably. I mean, and then I don't know who Nippolies is. Wait, what? Why'd that get deleted? Why did that one get deleted?
I don't know.
Fucking Nightbot.
I don't have enough money to be part of a country club.
That's because he's putting he's putting links on. He's just trolling like crazy. Oh, okay. So
he's also
that's
saying
why
I'm Jewish.
Yeah,
I'm half
might
Jewish.
Be. It might be. That might be some stuff. So we're gonna get this going. Greg, watch out. I should go on
J-Date. I should go on J-Date.
You should. Don't let Marianne hear you.
Yeah. I shouldn't go on J-Date. Why would I go on J-Date?
That's Greg. All right. So,
so who we got? Ooh.
We got Bob.
We got Bob Agra on Elves.
Okay.
Are these guys both 1-1?
They are 1-1.
Okay. Do you happen to know? So we have. Yeah. Do you know what Peter's on tonight?
Yes, he's on Tezzeret.
Ah, okay, great.
Of
the blue-black variety.
Yes. Yep. Damn it, mouse. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. So he was on Elves, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then Peter Kappa, Greek God. Yeah, where's Greek God? Oh, he got a new tattoo. Look at that.
Yeah, he was showing it to Jameson earlier.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's a leaf.
That's a feather.
Oh.
Oh my God, Greg.
It's been a long day.
Gregory.
Maybe it's a very fancy leaf.
It very well could be a very fancy leaf.
Yeah.
Oh my
leaf
goodness.
with attitude.
Oh my goodness. All right, so Peter just showing the world what he's on.
I don't know.
Bob did not know what Peter was on, and Bob now knows what Peter is on.
So, yeah, did Peter just want to show it? This is a Tezzeret.
Oh, I think he just laid his hand upside down accidentally.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh,
yep, yeah, he did.
That was an accident.
Yeah, he did. All right. Oh, man.
Peacock feather.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that makes sense. There's that eye on the feather. It's a leaf.
All right, I'm going to turn off fucking Nightbot. It's doing nothing. Guys, I apologize for this.
Stop linking me to J-Date. I have a girlfriend. And I'm Jewish.
I don't even know.
Technically.
Let's see. No, that's not what I want.
How do we make Nightbot go away?
Nightbot's about to go away.
All right.
This has been a terrible failure.
We have turn 1 from Elves. It was a Green Sun Zenith for X = 0, going and finding a Dryad Arbor. And Peter has a super potent first turn, which only a person like Mark could love. Turn 1, Ancient Tomb into Chalice on 1. Yep. Probably your favorite turn 1 play of all time.
It's a pretty good one. How do I forget?
How do you turn off Nightman?
Yeah.
Peter is down to 18 over here because he took 2 damage off his Ancient Tomb.
There you go.
I can switch that.
I'm doing things.
I see that.
Let's see.
So Peter here has probably turned off a good portion of Bob's hand, as long as Peter remembers the trigger on Chalice of the Void. It looks like Bob is tapping 2. Does he have something like an Elvish Visionary? So that might help.
Yeah, I don't know.
It seems like Bob is considering his options.
Done. All right.
He's playing a Green Sun Zenith X equals 1. Or, yeah, X equals 1. Okay. So converted mana cost equals 2. What is he going to get? I'd probably get something like... Okay, just going for an Elvish Mystic. So he just wants to get more mana. He probably just wants to fire off a natural order. Maybe find the Rorikthar, which we know that Bob has in his main deck.
Oh, we do know that he's running? Was
Yeah.
that what that list was running?
I've tested against him recently, and he's been playing Rorikthar in the main, so I assume that that is still the case.
Okay.
Here we have Peter taking another 2 points to put into play a Talisman of Dominance.
What the hell? I don't understand what the hell Nightbot's doing. They're not even supposed to be posting right now. It's not, he's unmodded, so he can't do anything now.
Nightbot's being a jerk.
He is being a jerk. Just a big jerky poopy pants.
Yeah.
Swinging in for 2 though.
Yeah, bringing the beats.
All right, so
Peter down to 14.
yeah, and so we're gonna assume 45 there. All right. There we go. Oops. Oops. All right.
Alright, Peter casting some spells.
Oh.
Showing us his hand.
Well, no, and he's doing some rejigging of how he tapped his mana, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Putting a Tezzeret into play. Is he going to turn his Chalice of the Void into a 5/5?
No, he's looking at the top.
Okay.
Look at the top 4. I don't think they understand what that the taped line means.
I don't know. I think
Because they
you
are.
put the deck on the other side of the tape so no one can see it.
Yeah, that's what you do,
Yeah.
I think.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I couldn't get Air Tony. I couldn't get Moobot to work earlier, but I'm going to try to get it to work again. I think they were having problems on their side, but that's what I'm going to switch to before Monday. So hopefully that won't be an issue moving forward. But
Alright, so did Peter get a Chalice off of that Tezzeret +1?
I believe so.
Maybe he's looking to set it to 2 mana.
I think you said it was 3.
3? What is 3 relevant in the deck?
Are you kidding me? All of
Against
their artifact
elves?
hate is at 3.
What artifact hate would be in the main deck? Reclamation Sage?
Yeah, I mean people run the
No one runs Viridian Shaman anymore.
Yeah, I mean both of those were at.
I mean, Reclamation Sage, there's probably, if there may be one in the main deck, and it would probably, like, it's more likely that it's just get found off of a Green Sun Zenith
Well, true, but I
than
don't
just,
know.
like, to draw it.
I mean with
I would just set it to 2 to try to turn off more cards in the deck.
yeah, I mean, that's fair. Yeah.
Or you could just put a second 1/1 if you're really scared of Sage.
Yeah.
But, like, really, like, the way that Bob is winning this game is just firing off a natural order.
Yeah, I think so too. So Bob's gonna attack.
Tezzeret.
Oh no, because
No?
Tezzeret's still at 4. So
Okay.
I think Peter was trying to get him to attack the Tezzeret. Didn't
Sure.
work, so Peter's gonna get down to 13.
Taking up to 5 on the Tez.
Okay, looking at the top 5 again.
Not making a 5/5 and killing Bob, interestingly. But maybe he just looking to ultimate.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to sit and get a whole bunch of artifacts. Could be wrong though.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah, I guess if he gets to 10 artifacts, he just
yeah,
one-shots them.
and I completely agree with Air Tony. It's just play out. You're not playing on
Yeah.
Moto, so if somebody's got a Chalice on 1,
It's not automatically going to happen.
oh yeah, you play your 1 mana spells. Like it happens,
I mean,
and like Peter hasn't been playing this deck that long. So
the thing is, though, this is like a local event, and I don't know if, like, you can realistically expect, like,
I do. If I
competitive REL to be upheld.
No, if I forget a trigger, then like if somebody casts something against me and I have a Chalice on 1 and I forget, I mean I forgot.
Yeah.
So like
I think people locally are just playing with, like, a
I think
more
that's a
of,
poor
like,
excuse, but
Sure.
I mean, he needs to learn. Peter needs to learn. I mean, that's part of the thing with Chalice is that anybody that's playing Chalice needs to have that happen to them, so
Sure.
that way they always remember their triggers.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just a teaching method. If you cast it and they're like, oh, wait, no, then they're not going to learn that way. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the same thing that happened with me. I mean, it sucks because half the time, like, you end up losing the game because of that.
Yeah.
Which in my case happened because I let a bolt resolve. But,
Yeesh.
yeah, no, it happens. But,
Yeesh.
you try to find my decks in game time more regularly once a movement. Yeah, Telly, come out whenever you can. Yeah, Thopter Foundry coming down, also a Baleful Strix. Drawn another card. So, is he taking a point of damage off the Talisman?
I think he might. Well, no, not necessarily, because doesn't Thopter Foundry just need one colored mana?
No, needs to.
Both are colored mana?
Yep.
Okay, so then he must have taken 1 damage that turn.
Okay. So, Peter's at 12. Yeah, I think, again, I completely agree. I think you just try to run out.
I would just aggressively turn things into 5/5s and kill Bob.
Yeah. No,
Like, the more turns you give him, the more chance that he finds natural order.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree with that. I mean, well, let's see. So, Peter, how many artifacts does he have right now? He's got 4.
4. So he's
We
not
know
close.
he has another Chalice, but he needs to. Yeah, he'd have to have like 10 artifacts in
Yeah,
order to kill.
if he had just turned 1 into a 5/5 sooner. So
Yeah.
here's a natural order. I mean,
Okay.
Peter has the force. Bob also could have floated a green mana with that or maybe he just played it this turn actually.
Yeah, we're gonna go drop down to 11 though off of that
So
force.
Peter had the force for the natural order. Pass back to Peter.
Yeah.
So I would have to imagine that Peter starts making things into 5/5s.
So Chalice for 0.
They're both on 1.
Okay, they're both on 1.
Yes. Well,
Where's the
no,
2 mana?
No, you're right. One's on 0.
I
don't
think
know
he's just
why.
trying to gain.
He's
life.
really just going for ultimating Tez, it seems.
I mean,
like.
he's got what could be a 5/5 flyer. Ugh, no, I don't.
So Peter has not. He's attacking for 1.
And he hasn't activated Tezzeret yet.
Yeah.
It looks like we missed 1 point of damage though, based off of Bob's life pad. So I think Bob's actually at 18.
All right. Transmuting the Baleful Strix. Probably getting a sword.
All
Looking
right,
for
so
the
then he can.
combo.
Yeah. All right, then he just.
I mean, he could also go for like engineered explosives and have a hard lock with Academy runes, and just
Yeah.
make 5/5s.
Yeah. I agree. I think you just try to make 5/5s, unless.
I think a
no.
single
Okay.
5/5
Here.
would win
Here.
this game.
So this is. He's just going to win this turn. He's going to activate stop your sword.
Okay.
5 times, which will get him 5
Artifacts.
and then he's ultimate
okay.
Texas.
Okay.
So
He has 5. Oh yeah, because he has ancient.
he doesn't even need
You're
5 now. He only needs 9.
1, 2,
He needs a
3,
total of 9.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, you're right.
Yep. All right, and then he's going.
says, "All right, so Peter knew better."
All right. I still think that's risky, and I still think if he made a 5/5 earlier.
Yeah, he probably could have just rolled
Yeah,
5/5
yeah.
as well.
Yeah. So Peter's going to pick up this game. Let's see. All right. So, which I think that's pretty fair. I mean, when you get Chalice on 1 that early against the Elves.
Yeah, it seems great.
Yeah.
I mean-
Gibby Gib. I'm going to call him Gibby Gib.
Gibbous.
Gibby Gib.
Okay.
Gibbos. Gibby. Fuck it. Gibby Gib. Yeah, Gibby Gib pointed that out. I mean, Elves. If you turn 1 to Chalice against Elves, it's pretty good. If you can then turn 2 with Trinisphere, you're even better.
Sure. I mean, this matchup seems pretty rough for Elves because it's like Chalice on 1 is a huge threat, and then there are all these like cheap artifact sweepers
Yep.
in the deck. It's like
Yeah.
you're kind of squeezed
Engineered
in a lot of different
yeah.
ways.
Like you
Engineered
said, Engineered Explosives.
They usually
huge.
play like a damnation or 2.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they can have some discard. They have a bunch of counter spells. Like there aren't that many cards in the deck that aren't, aside from the mana part of the deck. Like almost all the spells are pretty good at interacting with Bob, except for
Yeah.
like Baleful Strix. That's like one of the bad cards, I guess.
Yeah. And so here, like I almost wonder if you even bring it like because we know Bob's got the Blood Moons in the board. Does he? I don't think you bother bringing him in.
I don't think I would because
I mean, he's got
Peter has too much artifact mana. You know, like he doesn't have that many things with colored mana necessarily, and if he just gets like a Talisman of Domination, then the Blood Moon's kind of not doing much of anything.
Well, I mean, he's actually got. I mean, he's got Baleful Strix, Tezzeret, little Tezzeret, big Tezzeret.
Sure.
I mean, he's got like a fair amount.
There are cards that it turns off, but it's like I don't think that like Peter's like colded by it by any stretch, like by any means, and that's really the kind of matchup where you want to bring in Blood Moon is where it's just going to be like super impactful. Like you don't bring in Blood Moon where it's like pretty good.
Hey, you always bring it. Blood Moon's always good.
That's not true.
No, it's always good.
Sometimes it's horrific.
Against Burn, bring it in.
Okay, that might be an example of it being horrific.
They can't. Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah.
You're trying to think. What it's.
It's pretty bad there.
They can't sacrifice lands to Bali.
Andy Gray in the chat is saying that I'm Catholic, which is technically true. Well, actually, it's technically false because my mom was born Jewish, so that means I am technically Jewish. But I only went to Catholic school and I was raised Catholic.
Okay.
So what am I?
This is too much science.
I have a crisis of...
This is a lot of science.
I don't know what I am.
It's okay, Greg.
Who am I?
Hold on. Let me hold you.
This is what Magic streams are all about.
Just let me...
Trying to figure out who we are.
Shh.
Okay.
Shh, let me cradle you.
I'm shushed.
Cradle you into...
I'm cradled.
Oh.
We might see some guys cradles out of Bob this game.
Yeah, sorry about that. Nightbot's gone away. Nightbot no longer exists. So, yeah. So hopefully that'll be good. Sorry about that, Sasquatch. Sorry about that. Anybody else that might have hurt.
Got hurt by the Nightman?
But Nightman!
Does that make you the Dayman because you turned off the Nightman?
Yeah, I think I am the Dayman.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. That's a good person to be.
Sasquatch really wants to be modded. I am not okay with that.
I don't know how we mod people. I mean, if anyone's going to be a mod, it has to be Warmac. He's in the chat for every time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm okay with... Is that... Sasquatch just trolls a little too much. Troll a little too much. Alright, Stefan? Chill out.
Is that... Do we know who that is?
It's Stefan.
I don't believe that.
No, what, that he's asking me modded? I agree. I don't believe it either.
Yeah.
The gall of that man! You are totally modded, Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Yep, you have mod powers.
You are the mod of my heart.
No instant speed Searing Blaze. What is that in reference to? It was something that Go Freeman mentioned. Go Freeman, if you're still listening, what was the no instant speed Searing Blaze in reference to?
It looks like Bob is mulliganing in game 2.
That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate because this matchup seems quite rough for him.
I don't think it's the worst.
He gains Abrupt Decay.
Yep.
Which is nice, but Peter might have too many threats.
Yeah, see? I like this.
Moon.
I like to see. Look at that.
Moon.
Told you. Great against Burn.
That's
Blood Moon, best card against Burn.
Yep.
Done.
Blurn.
Thank you, Go Freeman.
Alright. Bob
and
has
El
a
Mayo for clarifying.
turn 1 Wirewood Symbiote. Does Peter have the turn 1 Chalice?
Yeah.
That is gross. So...
You know that's yours too.
What percentage of Bob's deck is turned off? Half of it? You can drink it.
Ooh, I'm gonna drink it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna drink you.
We get those for free at work. I should bring
you always tell me you're gonna bring me them, and then you don't, and then I cry.
What flavor? Do you like the lemonade? That's your favorite flavor?
I like all of them.
All right.
Just as long as they're the zero.
Orange. Oh, we have the zeros.
Oh, we are. We fucked up. We done fucked up.
Oh, this is the play that you wanted, Mark. Turn 1 Chalice on 1, turn 2 Trinisphere.
This is the play that I wanted. I am quite pleased by it.
Yeah. I feel like Mark is probably peeing his pants right now.
I
not
did.
telling me.
I creamed myself right there.
Not
It was
peeing his pants.
pretty
definitely
good.
cream.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so Peter at 15 though, and he's on a 2-turn clock. I mean, he's getting smacked for 2 each turn.
Yeah,
so
definitely not a 2-turn clock.
Yeah, it
yet.
probably might be a 2-turn clock.
All right, Bob is paying 3
for
his
Elvish
Elvish
Visionary. That's fine. I mean, like, if he just keeps doing this, like, that's fine. All right, Peter down to 13.
Right. I mean, any sort of sweeper out of Peter, though, is just going to mop this game up.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
so
Peter
here is
maybe playing his last
Yeah, I don't
land. No, doesn't need the City of Traders yet, maybe.
Yeah, the life totals were off. I apologize about that. They are updated to be correct now.
All right, Peter going digging.
Digging for that thirst for knowledge?
I imagine that he is looking for something like engineered explosives.
Well, he cast thirst for knowledge.
I know.
Yeah. Why is he looking for engineered explosives? That seems bad.
Because it seems like it would be
No.
good against elves.
Confusing.
Okay. So
Oh,
he
man.
pitched a talisman of dominance, I believe. I can see he has a Forcible in his hand, a Signet, Demir Signet.
Sword.
Mm-hmm.
Or Sword of the Meek. All right.
Taking 2 damage, down to 11. Peter is rapidly killing himself.
Damn it, Greg.
He's at 1,311 life.
Gain some life.
Peter gained a lot of life.
Ancient Tomb, best land ever.
It's like a
All right.
super radiant fountain.
Okay, and so Bob going down to
fetching.
19.
Bob's life total is probably not the super relevant one in this matchup,
Yeah.
because if Bob's life total is going down in chunks, it's probably because Peter has basically sealed up the game.
Yeah.
I would say that
I
Bob
agree
is
with that.
definitely the aggro deck.
And I mean, we're going to see. Okay. And we're going to see the Elvish Visionary recast.
Yep. So Bob looking for that natural order. It seems. Oh, that's a very good point. That's a very good point.
Oh,
That's a very good. Do you want to go tell them?
Yeah, but I mean, we
it's
have to
possible
rewind
that
it.
too much time has passed.
Yeah, I don't. All
All
right.
right.
So,
If that happens again, we will go and yell at them. Maybe we could go yell at them now. They probably can't.
Yeah,
back
I'll
it
go.
up
I'll
'cause it's too
go.
many
Yeah,
turns.
but I'll go tell them.
Okay.
Thank you, chat, for pointing that out.
Yeah, that was a really good catch, Tybucks. So the thing that Tybucks pointed out is that he couldn't cast the Signet because of Trinisphere. Trinisphere made the Signet cost 1 more mana. I think Peter is realizing his error. Bob as well. But there's not really anything we could do to back up at this point. And now it seems like Peter has played an Engineered Plague and named Elf.
Yeah, I asked Chuck while I was out there.
Yeah.
It's a little. It's just too late.
Yeah.
And it's a
a
warning,
full-
or it's failure to maintain game state for both players because
Okay.
neither one of them caught it.
Right.
So.
And it's a full turn
Yeah.
cycle had passed, so.
Yeah. So. Game loss for failure to maintain board state. Is that right? That
yeah,
seems
it'd probably
intense.
just be a ban for life, actually.
Just. No, I think it's just. I believe it'd be a warning, Tybucks. I could be wrong, but
I mean, this is like the lowest REL possible. I think that's like a stern talking to is probably
Yeah.
a little severe for this level of.
I mean,
Pretty
I
casual.
personally would like to have slightly stricter.
Up the ante a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just with local tournaments like this,
It's
you don't want to turn away people because you don't want to,
yeah.
make anyone feel too terrible.
Okabakalakalabato! No, you've actually got another round. We got a whole round you get to watch this time.
Yeah, we're only in round 3.
Yes. All right,
Alright.
so
Peter playing an Academy
Academy
Ruins.
Okay.
Getting rid of the City Traders.
Yeah. And
But,
yeah.
I mean, if Peter's able to find something like an Engineered Explosives, it's going to be brutal with Academy Ruins.
I mean, he actually is on a 2-turn clock. So
It's true. His life total is very low.
Um.
Unfortunately, Dryad Arbor and Symbiote are not elves.
No, fortunately for Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Peter.
Yeah.
You gotta
I mean, I don't
Can't
feel
take
that,
sides here.
I don't feel that bad for Peter at the moment. He has an Engineer play naming an Elf in play.
Yeah, and might have played something.
And a
that he shouldn't
Chalice
have
of the
played.
Void on one, and a Trinisphere.
Yeah. And there was a question about how Trinisphere and Chalice of the Void work together. So Chalice of the Void on one. So in order to be able to cast a one-costed spell, you'd have to pay 3 because Trinisphere checks. But then, since it's still only a converted mana cost of 1, Chalice would still end up countering it. And then it gets even more fun when there's a Lodestone Golem in play.
So I think Peter down
Yeah.
to 3 from that attack. We also saw Bob play an Elvish Visionary.
Just to draw a card,
I believe so.
immediately die.
Yep.
Is he fetching right now?
Yes, he is.
All right. See, Greg, that's why we gotta call these things.
Yeah.
We gotta call these things, Greg.
We do have to call these things.
I know. It's good.
So what spell could Bob have here that would actually stick around? Is he just going to cycle another Elvish Visionary?
Maybe?
He has,
I mean,
can
he's-
see he has Green Sun Zenith in hand. Maybe just holding up a Replicate.
Yeah, I mean, right now he can't do anything because of Trinisphere.
Oh, good point.
So,
Well, I mean, he
Um,
could activate... No, he couldn't.
I think you just Green Sun next turn for, well, for like a Wirewood.
Anything that lives.
I don't know, yeah, like what?
He could
Oh,
have,
no, if he brought in Scavenging Ooze, that's big.
It would be good.
Yeah. Because, like, the problem is with
I mean,
these...
if
Oh,
he's-
no, he doesn't have Thopter.
If he's if he's able to Green Sun for X equals 3 and go get Reclamation Sage and blow up the Engineered Plague, that would be pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah, that's really good, too. Yeah. You have to imagine he brought... If he didn't have a Reclamation Sage in the main, that he brought it.
Yeah, as long as it's in the 75, it's definitely in the deck now.
Yeah. So, let's see. All right, Smashing Lemons. I'm glad you got the stream working. Apparently, there was a thumbnail, and it wasn't necessarily wanting to work. I don't know.
I don't know what a thumbnail is.
Oh, God. Greg. All right. So, Peter's just going to pick it up.
All
Couldn't
right.
get there, even with all the hate in the world.
There was a lot of hate.
There was...
There was no sweeper, you know? There was no...
Engineered Plague is kind of a sweeper.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
no,
like...
There's no Damnation, there's no Toxic Deluge.
Sure.
Just to clean up those remaining non-elves.
Yeah.
Elves.
Oh, yeah. Craterhoof could have done some stuff, too.
They could have, but I don't think Bob had enough mana.
Yeah, he had Cradle.
He had
Cradle,
with
three
three creatures and 2 other lands.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean,
Well,
that's
if he
only-
tapped
that's 6 mana.
3 creatures, 2 lands, so that's 5, 7 mana that he would
It's
have.
not 8.
Alright.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could you do some weird, like, cast a creature before... No, because that's state-based. Yep, alright, never mind. It's Khan's the only expansion in draft format right now. I'd like to start... No, I know it's the start of the new expansion. So no, it's got you've got Theros, you've got M15, and you've got Khans of Takar, and
For drafting online,
standard. Oh, for drafting online.
I'm saying in draft.
Oh no, I saw some Theros drafts. The cons
Online?
draft, yeah, and the cons drafts are definitely still there. Phoenix,
I mean, cons drafts are the new thing.
Phoenix 101, yes, definitely Legacy Woot. Okabakalakato, we can like a lot of us work, unfortunately, like 9 to 5s. So streaming till 1 would be hard.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll be able to do some more of that. We're looking to expand a little bit.
I value my sleep pretty highly.
Yeah, I know he does. I know. He could maybe tap the Cradle for mana. Oh, play a second Legend Rule. Okay.
If he had a second Cradle
That's
in
true.
hand, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even... Did he have the Crater Hoof in hand? I didn't see it.
Oh, I don't know. I think we were just.
I mean, I guess he
I
could
think
have
this is
green-
all hypothetical.
He definitely had a
hypothetical.
Green Sun Zenith, so if he could get to 9 mana, he could do all that. But I think at that... There was a point in the game where it was like... Crater Hoof only sped up the clock by a turn anyway, so it might not... I don't know. Bob's options there were very limited because of the permanence in play on Peter's side. So
Yeah, not the best.
seems like beating down was probably the thing to do. But so game 3 for all the marbles to try to go.
How many marbles? How many is all?
I don't know.
I want some marbles.
I guess it's 2 marbles because
marbles.
they would be 2 and 1, so 2 match wins.
Oh, I see what you did there. I like it. It's clever.
It wasn't that clever.
Let me pinch that cheek.
Okay.
Let me pinch it. Oh,
It
I
kind of
like
hurts
it.
now.
I like it.
All right, Peter leading with, he's got it again. Chalice on 1. Bringing the fun. Everyone cast their spells. And then they get countered.
Yeah, so Tybucks, I completely agree with you. Unfortunately, I should say, I guess our judge did not show up tonight. Because it's a little like we have somebody that is a judge in the that's here, but he's just playing and he's not actually being the judge.
He is just.
Well, no, he's still at 18, and I think he's going to be tapping because he played an Urborg.
Oh,
So I think he's going to tap it for a swamp.
Right.
So no, I completely agree, Tybucks, that that's what should have happened. Unfortunately, like we can't necessarily enforce anything because I mean I'm not. I'm not a judge.
Yeah,
I think I passed my rules advisor many years ago.
We should have caught it a little faster.
Yeah, we should have.
If we had said something on the same turn, we might have been able to get them to back it up.
Yeah, but yeah. So no, definitely our mistake, and we'll definitely have to look forward and try to do that a little better.
All right, so Bob going fetch go. Nope.
Yep.
Then he remembers to attack with a Dryad Arbor.
All right, so 17.
Definitely good to beat down.
Yeah.
Another land from Peter.
All right.
What has he got for us? I see a Baleful Strix, a Jace.
Does he have a Jace, or is
Yeah,
he
he has
just fucked on colors right now?
He has a Jace in his hand.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he doesn't have blue mana.
Bob going to 19 though.
So Peter kept a hand. He doesn't have blue mana. I think he has a Force of Will.
So he just kept it on the back of
Chalice on
Chalice.
1. I mean, that's probably fine, frankly. Like, he has a lot of blue sources.
Yeah.
Like, between his blue lands and all his talismans and signets, you know? Like, he probably has something like 20 blue sources in the deck. And, like, Chalice on 1 is so important in the matchup.
Yeah. Yeah, Phoenix, we were talking about that it was a very, very new tattoo. No, and I agree. If my tattoos stayed how they looked like the day after, that'd be awesome. Well, actually, maybe not the day after. We'll give it a day and a half after. So I think is he actually casting something here, or?
I don't know. Well, he fetched the 1 Dryad Arbor at the end of the turn.
Yeah, so
right?
he can tap.
Or the second Dryad Arbor, for that matter. So he is green summoning X equals 1. He might go get a Symbiote again because he saw the Engineered Plague last game. Yep, just going for Symbiote.
Okay. Which he's just like,
We'll see if he remembers to shuffle the Green Sun Zenith into his deck.
did he not last turn?
Well, it's sitting on the table.
Well, technically, the way the card reads,
I
he's
know.
doing this correctly.
Okay.
However, if Bob is trolling us by doing this,
Then
oh
he
god,
realized-
damn it, Bob!
What
We
did
just
he
put
do?
it on
Did
the
he just
bottom.
Put it, yeah.
All right, well, it's in the middle of his deck now. I don't know if we can do.
He didn't
that.
really
I'll
shuffle
go.
anymore.
I'm just gonna yell at that because we need
Well,
to get
he
better
might-
rules enforcement.
Bob, shuffle your deck again. Shuffle your deck. Maybe he's searching again?
He said he did.
I don't. That was not a shuffle, and that was a put it in the middle of the deck and then Peter cut it.
All right.
Irish Visionary coming in for Bob. So he's got the Symbiote plus Visionary combo.
Ooh, and that's actually pretty. Tybucks just pointed out if he played Engineered Plague, naming Dryad.
Yeah, just hit
That would
both of
be-
the Dryad Arbors.
Yeah, that'd be
It
pretty
might
good.
be better than naming off at this point, because
Yeah.
that would cut Bob off of a decent amount of mana. I mean, really, just like a Damnation would be insane right now.
Yeah, and there's some chat that we'll have to talk about after this round, going about the.
Seems like Peter's color screwed still.
Yep.
Seems pretty frustrated.
Yeah, looks like it. I mean, that's why you just can't rely completely on Chalice. Like, it's good, but you have to have some. You have to have some action. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, after this match, there's talk of the Jeskai Ascendancy in Modern, which I think might be relevant to talk about.
Absolutely, I've watched a bunch of it this week.
See, if I'm Bob, I'm not even playing anything here. I'm
just beating down.
I'm just beating.
'Cause
like you've got 4 power.
Put him on as quick of a turn as you possibly
Yeah,
can. So he's green sunning. Is he going for X equals 3?
Yeah.
Because he produced 4 mana with the Cradle. I would probably just go get the Rex Sage and blow up the Chalice.
That's what it's got to be.
Yep, that's what it is.
All right.
Bob knows what to do.
So is Rex Sage a 2/2 or a 1/1?
It is a 2/1.
It's a 2/1. Okay.
Yes. So it will die if there is an engineered plague.
Yeah. See, I don't. Oh, I guess he can symbiote the Wreck back to his hand. Okay.
He's going to be able to do this every turn if he wants.
All right, that one got shuffled a little better.
It did.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
agree.
Good. Yeah. Why?
All right.
See, I don't like playing the Ranger here.
He might be actually trying to go off somewhat. Can he natural order this turn? No, he's just setting up for next turn. He has natural order in his hand, and he has the Progenitus in his hand. Always a classic.
All right, so getting in for 2 here.
Do you think he bounces? I think I actually would have bounced the Rex Sage that turn, because you get to use the symbiote once on your turn and once on their turn.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
You know? Like what?
Don't let
his
him have
plan
any
is
sort
to
of
natural order next turn.
Don't have some.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. See, because Peter just drew the engineered plague. This is pretty.
Blah 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 blah.
The thing is, if Bob realizes that he can just bounce the Rex Sage, only his Visionary and his Birchler Rangers will actually die.
Yeah, but he has to realize to be able to balance that. If he doesn't, if he just picks everything up.
What is he picking up?
Up. Yeah.
All right.
There we go. There we go.
Now, does Peter name Elf or does he name?
That's a good point.
Triad.
Because he has to do this in response.
So he has two Visionaries or 2 symbiotes.
All right, Nettle Sentinel skills.
Only the Birchler Rangers.
So he must have named
ate the
elves.
dust.
Yeah, hey, I don't.
I mean, I think at that point he had to name Elf.
I don't think you do because he's already bounced the. He's already bounced the Sage.
Just in response to the spell.
Yeah, so you know that Engineered Plague is going to die. So kill some stuff
so you
that
actually want to get some value out of it.
Yeah, because now he's
that's
not
fair.
getting like.
Yeah, he really is just getting like 2 cards out of it.
Yeah, I would have named Insect and gotten rid of the Wirewood symbiotes. I mean, we know he has the natural order in hand, but assuming that he didn't.
So Bob did not play the Reclamation Sage first. I don't know why.
Okay. All right. I'm pretty sure you just slam that.
Yeah.
Well, he's got an Abrupt Decay in
You
hand.
play the Visionary after.
He
that.
has an Abrupt Decay in hand, and he tapped his Bayou.
Right. I think he just.
Wait, what?
There's an Urborg in play.
Oh, forgot about that.
So I think Bob just missequenced his spells slightly.
Yes.
There's no reason.
He could have, in response to casting.
With it still on the stack.
Yeah,
whole priority.
He could have been like, wait, fuck, I messed up.
Wait, whole
Hold on.
priority. With Visionary on the stack.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
All right. Bob going for natural order. If Peter doesn't force this, that's gonna be lethal.
Which
Bob has enough attackers.
Yeah. See, everybody's saying Insect.
Yeah, Insect makes sense.
Yeah. We'll see what.
Yep. Going for Rorikthar.
Okay, because
I don't know why you go for Rorikthar there instead of
I thought Progenitus. Oh yeah, Crater. I forgot about that.
Progenitus is in Bob's hand, I believe.
Yeah. Maybe he could discard it.
He could.
You could get a Cabal Therapy and name Progenitus.
So Bob there attacked for 4.
Yep. Okay.
Peter finally found the island right on time.
Rookthar is gonna hurt that though. Because Rookthar is just any non-creature spell, right?
Yes. Costs you 6 life. So, I think Peter would need something like Damnation immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, maybe Bob doesn't have Craterhoof in the deck right now.
I don't know why you take it out.
Isn't it just instantly lethal?
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, like, and Peter has the potential to have a bunch of 1/1s or 5/5s that can just sit back and chump.
Yeah, because it's
All-
not like
all day.
Berthar has
1/1s, 5/5s, chumps.
Yeah, I mean, like if Peter
Yeah.
just plays a Baleful Strix here. Yep.
All
Like,
right.
what,
So, oh, that's a creature spell. All right.
Yeah, he doesn't take
so, yeah. All right. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe if there was Crater up in the deck, he boarded it out and just brought in Progenitus. And
Does he have
Berthar.
another natural order in hand? Maybe.
Maybe, but I mean.
Oh, he does. He does have another natural
Yeah,
order.
but Craterhoof would have been lethal last turn.
Yeah, but we're assuming optimal plays.
So
And I don't-
optimal rubbins.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree. I think that's just really risky because if Peter did have a damnation, then he's just fucked.
Yeah, that would have been backbreaking.
Yeah. Like then your Cradle's not tapping for anything. You're down
Dry
to having.
Harbors are dead.
Oh, I guess technically because of WUBRG. So
Sure.
Reclamation Sage on that. Okay, so
So this should
Sure.
be a
Okay,
lethal attack.
picking it up.
Yep.
all right, and so I question whether or not we will have
Another-
time for another match.
Yeah.
But I will definitely go out and see if we can get something on camera. Greg, we're gonna put your beautiful face back up here. Oh, half of mine. All right, I'm gonna see.
Reset the overlay.
Okabaka Lakababa agrees that it should have been Craterhoof.
Yeah, it was lethal.
All right, maybe talk about Jessica Ascendancy and Modern.
I can do
That's
that.
I don't know. Look through chat because I was
Okay.
kind of paying attention on the match.
I can do that. Yeah, I think sometimes there's a tendency with elves to maybe get a little too cute with natural order targets. So much of the time, it seems like Craterhoof is just by far the best thing you could be doing in a given game. And I think there's also a tendency to board in Progenitus in more matchups than it's actually needed. Like, there are a good amount of decks that like are pretty much like cold to Progenitus. Like my deck, I play Death and Taxes. Like I can't beat Progenitus in a million years. So that's one matchup where I would definitely suggest bringing it in. But like here, I mean, Peter could have Damnation in his deck, and Progenitus just isn't going to be that great. All right, so you guys have these guys backing up. Mark's being weird. Resetting some of the overlay. So, Mark, have you watched any...
Well, I leave that generally because since we don't put the names up and stuff so they see who won the last round. But I guess it's fine.
Well, it's
I
done.
guess it's fine. It's done.
It's done.
It's done. Think about it for next time.
I'll think about it.
Okay?
Okay. Have you watched any Modern streams this week? Have you seen Jeskai Ascendancy combo in
I haven't.
action?
Have
It's
you?
pretty gross, yeah.
Okay.
I've watched a bunch. The deck wins a lot.
Really?
A lot.
See, Modern, I don't try to fight the fact that it's probably pretty good.
Yeah, it's completely gross. You need so few cards to win.
Yeah.
Like, you need turn 1 Birds of Paradise or Noble Hierarch. Either one.
Or Kitty.
No, those are the only two. It also plays Caryatid.
Yeah.
That's a slower kill. So one of those 1-mana creatures into another land and turn 2
Jackson Probe.
turn 2 Jeskai Ascendancy, then pay 2 life for Probe, start
Then-
going off. I mean, like you can fizzle from that spot, but
But
like
you just start again next
you have
turn,
a
right?
pretty decent. Yeah, you already have a pretty decent shot of winning right there, and at like worst case, like you've set yourself up for the next turn. Like if on their turn they say like decay your ascendancy, like you could have looted on your turn, the turn you had the ascendancy, just
Yeah.
to try to find another one, or find a glittering wish to find another one. Like it just keeps like reloading you. Like
Yeah.
the way that I saw it put is like so many other combos in Modern allow you to like commit a lot of resources to like going for it. Like Splinter Twin, if you go for it,
You're all in.
Well, not like all in, but like, you go for it, and if they have the Abrupt Decay, you get 2 for 1, and that's like pretty legit.
But you have to sit back and try to sculpt your hand again.
You like wait for your spots, but like with the Ascendancy, like you can do that, but you have like all these cantrips, and like your combo doesn't really like make you go down any cards because your whole combo is like 1 enchantment and then a bunch of cantrips. Like you're not really like investing cards into the combo because everything's just replacing itself.
Yeah.
Like your hand size isn't going down, and you're playing 4 treasure crews, like 3 or 4 treasure crews. Your hand size is going up, if anything.
Yeah, it's better that way.
It's playing a lot of really, really good cards.
I like French vanilla tournaments, French vanilla roasts. What are we talking about? French vanilla. I think a loyal Pegasus and charging badgers. Maybe. I'm an avid elf player. You should have cratered. These plays are so loose. I agree with that, Ty Bucks. The cat shirt is kind of scaring me. Probably true. Sasquatch, no. You will not be modded. Greg doesn't have any clue on how to even do that. Jessica says the most boring deck ever. Don't know, I haven't seen it. It sounds like it could be there. Yeah, Cloud, from everything I've been hearing, I completely agree. It's probably going to get banned come next set.
There's a pretty good chance. I mean,
are there any big modern events though that like will make them do everything? And
you are?
Yep.
Good job. Well, there's the Pro Tour. The Pro Tour in 3 months from now is modern.
Oh, is it?
That's right. I heard that there are also 2 intervening modern GPs between now and then.
Okay, so the GPs could actually force it.
Yeah, the GPs could bring things to the surface. We've seen in the past with Modern that Wizards has been very aggressive about banning any combo that is reliably faster than turn 4. They want Modern to be like a turn 4 kind of format.
You guys talking about Jessica's Ascendancy?
Yeah, and how it can be a turn 2, very reliably turn 3 combo deck.
My opinion of it is I doubt they'll ban in this next banning cycle because they haven't had enough time to flesh
Do you
out.
know when the next ban restricted is? Don't they do it before every Pro Tour?
Yeah.
So
But I think that already passed.
Right.
Well, yeah,
but the question is like, is it going to be legal for the next Pro Tour? Like, do they want that to be Pro Tour Ascendancy?
I mean,
Sasquatch. I'll amuse you. Greg, take your shirt off.
No.
Do it.
I don't think it's.
Do it.
Okay.
But
I think people are overreacting to it. That's my opinion. Is that they just need to adapt.
I don't know. We'll see. But Phoenix, Greg might not know how to mod people, but I do. So I probably won't type that in. But good try. Modern the format where you play either Overgrown Tomb or Steam Vents. I like that. That's a good quote. I like that, Mr. Airtoni. I like Airtoni so much better than Zinni. Because I'm assuming that like both of their names are Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's constructive and says clever things.
Tony can do that sometimes, or he could just ruthlessly troll us.
He does it through all of his hate. You have to decipher through his pools of hate.
He does. He's a very hateful man. Is the return of eggs only slightly faster? That's
not the worst comparison.
It's
that's
fairly apt.
Yeah, that's fair.
There's a lot of issues with the deck turns into basically like a gold fishing deck. Like in real life, when a deck is forcing the other player to basically F6, and in Modern there are no like free interaction spells. Like there's no Force of Will, there's no days.
There should be.
There aren't these stopgaps.
There should be Force and there should be days.
What I see more likely to be banned from that deck than Ascendancy is Probe. Because Probe stops it from being a turn 2 deck and gives them more chance to interact.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's still not the best. I mean, like, yeah.
I mean, but
given off of what they did for like Modern Storm, where they ban everything except for the actual card that causes it,
right.
Yeah. Instead of like banning Ascendancy,
sure,
they ban all the ramp.
Well, the thing about the Storm deck is like it needs specific kinds of cards. Like it needs rituals and it needs really good cantrips. The Ascendancy combo deck, all it really needs are the cantrips, and you can't like ban all of them. Like you're not going to ban Cerulean Wisps. Like, that's not going to happen.
I'm going to do it.
I would not recommend doing that. That doesn't seem like the right thing to do.
Yeah,
I
and
think
then
they just made a mistake with that card. It shouldn't have had the untap clause.
yeah, no, I agree completely. And then Tybucks, yeah, I completely agree with you. The comment was you can't adapt. Adapting is putting 5 cards into your main deck in order to have a chance, and a third of your board in order to beat one deck.
Yeah.
And he was
like,
commenting that it was absurd, and I completely agree.
It's like cards that
Yeah.
aren't like good against other decks either, right? Like the thing about like say like Splinter Twin, which is like one of the other like more pure combo decks in the format, is like you interact with Splinter Twin by having like creature removal, which is useful in plenty of other matchups, and like it's easier to have a game plan that's reasonable against both Splinter Twin and like fair decks like Jund or something. Like you have more cards that are main deckable that have wide application.
Sure.
As opposed to like main deck like Spell Pierces or something, just to try to have a chance.
Yeah, I agree. However, I do like Smashing Lemon's suggestion of making a magic card called Sprinkles. And then it's X mana, where X is how badass you are. I'm pretty badass, so I'd probably have to run it in mud. It'd be colorless, too, so that would work.
Okay.
And then your creatures, all creatures you control have fabulous, and when you tap them, you win the game. I like this. It's similar
Seems
to
balanced.
Jeskai Ascendancy.
Yeah, it's sort of like that.
But,
Something
yeah,
like
and then,
that.
and then
Ascendancy's
they
still
mentioned...
better. That's card for you.
They mentioned the memory jar. That was the only card that got emergency banned. And then Air Tony times when we don't talk about Urza Saga block, which is
I like talking
fair.
about Saga. Yeah, I mean,
and
Memory
then,
Jar, they realized really quickly, hey, we probably shouldn't have Tinker and Memory Jar in the same format.
Sasquatch, what are
Seems
some?
bad.
Yeah, that's kind of bad.
What did Sasquatch ask?
Some sweepers that normally show up in Cube. Everything. I would say like every sweeper.
It's like, what colors do you want to
what
give
color?
a sweeper?
Yeah.
Like, like I would imagine you have like Wrath of God, or if you really want to have a lot of regeneration, maybe you put like Day of Judgment instead.
Yeah. And so then Cloud jumping back to Ascendancy, talking about, and I've actually said this as well before, that Ascendancy should have been discard and then draw.
Sure. So you have less choice.
Yeah. So you don't have. So you don't really get the same.
Yeah, you don't get the
quality there.
same sculpting.
Which
like,
would have made
potency.
sense because like the +1/+1, like because you get with the +1/+1 the untap and the loot.
Yeah.
And so you have to try to map those to the colors. The untap could be theoretically blue, the +1/+1 white, and then the loot should be red, and red loot
But
is
it's
discard
different,
and then
yeah. It's not
and
blue
whatnot.
loot.
So
Yeah.
in this scenario, there's really nothing that says red.
Right.
Like the untapped, the only way you could make an argument for the untapped to be the red would be like, okay, you have a second combat step, untap, and then swing again.
Sure.
Or all their clone or steal effects.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
your idea with red there is like Rummaging Goblin, right? It's
Yeah.
like tap it to discard and then draw.
I'm sure I'd profit myself.
Right.
Cost one more, but has haste.
So,
Got a round?
yeah.
1 minute? Okay, good.
Where's your judgment?
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Lots of cooks in the kitchen. That the door doesn't close.
Yeah, doesn't close by itself. Sasquatch came up with the idea of Supreme Verdict. I don't love that for Cube because like I don't know.
Jumping back to Cube.
Forcing people into blue-white, and I don't like uncounterable spells at all. Like, wouldn't you like a deck to have a shot at countering like counters, like a verdict? You know, like it seems more interactive.
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends. Like, are you trying to be a competitive asshole Cube or like,
Well, I mean, it's a powered cube.
hey, we're all gonna be drinking?
It's a powered cube, so like they're gonna be combo decks. I would imagine that you want to give like a fish style, disruptive weenie deck with maybe some counter spells like more legs.
Yeah.
So why nerf it by giving the control deck Supreme Verdict, as opposed to like Wrath of God, something that could be interacted with.
I'm okay with that. All right, and then let's see. Yeah, Air Tony, I completely agree as far as like what they expect to happen to Modern when there's no way to really interact with the stack before turn 2. It's kind of true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like that's kind of what it is. All right, so then just a whole bunch of talk about the sweepers. I like it.
That's a good thought. That Tybucks thinks that.
I'm good against Phil. I don't know if you want to put their time on camera.
Let's put interactive magic.
Yeah, well, sorry, Chuck.
Sorry, Chuck. We're probably not going to put Storm on camera for the third time. Looking for some decks with board states. Tybucks had an interesting point about blue-white-red control. It seems like they might be positioned decently well. They got some tools. I'm not sure if they're going to play Dig Through Time or Cruise or some mix, maybe. Probably Dig is better in their deck because they like to play at instant speed mostly, and they don't have a ton of the cheap cantrips like a Delver style deck to like really capitalize on Cruise like quickly. But it seems like their mix of like counter spells, instant speed pressure with stuff like Restoration Angel could be pretty potent at like holding off Ascendancy for enough turns that you can just, you know, like Snapcaster, bolt them, Helix them out, play Restoration Angel at the end of the turn, something like that. They might also be able to run like Supreme Verdicts in their board. You know, you sweep up all of the little mana dorks in the Ascendancy combo deck, and just more generally, like blue-white-red control was already probably a tier 1 or 1.5 deck. And if they have more better matchups now, like if Jund gets worse, the green-black decks get worse. Their worst matchup goes away.
All right, and so it is going to be Chuck and
Okay.
just because
No one else.
Nick was being a poo-poo head, and
Okay.
he said he was sitting down, so he didn't want to move.
That's reasonable. Well, these guys are both 3-0. We have Chuck on blue-red Delver. He's on the right. Then we have Phil Silberman of quite some number of notable finishes. I know he's made top 8s at Star Cities on at least one occasion. I think I saw some video of him in the past.
Yeah.
I don't know how much success he's had at like the Grand Prix or the Pro Tour level, but we know that he's a pretty potent player. I've seen him play a good amount of Magic now. He knows what he's doing. Okay. He definitely knows what he's doing, as much as Mark would like to question it. Then we have Chuck on the right.
He is on blue-red Delver, right?
Trying the blue-red Delver deck with
All right.
Monastery, Swift Spear, Treasure Cruise out of cons.
Okay, so Chuck is undefeated, correct?
Correct. They are both 3-0.
Phil is 3-0 as
Yeah.
well?
Mhm.
All right.
We have only seen him win on camera. He beat a tough matchup earlier in Sneak and Show. He beat Elves in the first
Yeah.
round, which is a good match for him.
All right, cool.
I think this is pretty close. This is probably one of the worst Delver decks against combo, though, because they only have 8 main deck counter spells. They only have 4 Force of Will and 4 Days, and that's it. They don't have Stifle, they don't have Spell Pierce, they don't have any other sort of counter spells. So Chuck is very dependent on getting a very quick clock and just enough counter spells to hold off Phil's spell onslaught.
I got a spell that you can counter.
What is it?
You get a guess. It's a 4-letter word. Guess it.
Fuck? What?
Home. Home was the answer.
Why
Right, you're
was that the
terrible.
answer?
You're terrible.
I don't get it. This game won't be too
Yeah,
long. in all
Tybucks,
likelihood.
sorry about getting Ant. Hopefully we'll be able to get somebody else on there next. I mean, we've just had it a lot, and it is very non-interactive.
Alright, well this is one of the interactive spells out of Phil's deck. It seems like Chuck has kept a fairly quick hand, but it's lacking counter spells. So Phil knows that the door is definitely open at the moment. If he can combo next turn, it's unlike... Oh, Chuck drew a good card. He drew a Force of Will.
Did he draw a Force of Will?
Phil could walk into a trap right here.
What kind of trap would you say it is?
It is a counter spell trap.
A counter spell trap. Will you go into more detail as to what a counter spell trap
It
would
is.
entail?
The trap is that Phil just looked at Chuck's hand and didn't see a
yes.
counter spell.
Okay.
But then
Okay.
Chuck ripped one like a champ.
Oh.
So
So
that
sometimes you rip hot. You rip hot and you rip long. You rip good.
he ripped a trap.
Is a trap?
It might.
You activated my trap card. Mill 13.
It definitely might be a
Get
trap.
it? Mill 13. What am I referring to?
Oh god. So this looks like Phil. Phil might go for it next turn.
Okay. So and
He doesn't have a ton of mana though.
Chuck is at 17, correct? This
Yes,
probe
he
is for
fetched
free.
and he's probed.
Okay. Yep. And so Phil is
Has he
at.
probed twice? No, he probed twice. So Chuck's at 15.
Oh, okay.
Chuck is trying to apply the maximum amount of pressure with Swift Spear, though I might have not probed twice.
I don't know if I
that
would have
turn
probed
because
twice.
He has another Swift Spear for next turn.
Yeah. That would have been.
Like, he's getting more damage out of the probe, and he's getting more information knowing Phil's hand next turn, too.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Air Tony, thank you very much. You got it correct. Archive Trap. My commentator,
That's a
amigo
great
right here, had no idea.
Gibbous has the right idea, though, because Chuck has a fast hand, which is true, but can he live long enough? That's the big tension in the match.
All right, going down to 14 for Phil. Cracking that big old fetchy there.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I did get that right. It's a 1-2 normally, and then he got 2, so it took 3 last turn.
He took 3
Yeah.
last turn.
What? Oh, okay,
But
that wasn't in his
did
hand.
Phil pay life on his probe on the first turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why he's at 14.
Okay, cool.
He probed and preordained on the first turn.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Another preordained. So it looks like Phil is setting up. And Phil kept a duress, which he's probably about to fire
Yeah.
off.
Shoot it! Shoot it!
Nope, just ponder. Okay, so he's
Oh,
gonna keep
it's
the-
rough.
No, it's good.
But I mean, he can still do it
yeah,
next
he's
turn.
keeping the
Yeah.
duress to start off at next turn, which seems pretty great.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I 100% with that second probe that should not have been.
Yeah, I think it's more damage output, right?
Yeah.
It's nice to play the first one because you get the information about where to use your force of will.
You know, it's also nice to use your force of will.
What? I don't know where you would go with that.
That was a good one. I like that one. Well, you know. Yeah. All right.
All right, Sasquatch is going to bed because he's a grandma.
Yeah. Thank you, Stefan.
It's 8
Go to
p.m.
bed.
Get a
No,
life.
it's not 8 p.m. It's 10:16.
It's 10:16.
I haven't done the clock
It's 10
here.
p.m.
It's
Where
10:16.
Where are your children?
Where are my children? I don't know. Probably. Yeah. Each probe reduces the amount of storm you need to kill.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, this is game 1. Gibson. Gibby.
Meaning what?
Gibby. Well, he said, not sure I'd keep them in post board. Okay.
Probes?
Yeah.
I think they're still pretty valuable. It shrinks Chuck's deck. He needs to find more Force of Wills.
It is.
And Dazes, for that matter. So it looked like Chuck attacked for 4 on that turn because he played a Swift Spear and he played a Ponder.
So
he basically just lost a point of damage
Yeah.
with the probe.
No, I agree completely. Yeah.
I mean, it might not be necessary. Although, I mean,
wait. Why don't you just daze this?
did he have a daze?
Yeah.
He drew one? Maybe he's trying to
He
protect his
pitched
daze.
pitched a Delver. So
I mean, if he dazes, then Phil pays and gets the force.
Okay, sure.
So he gets both counter spells. Now Phil doesn't know exactly what's up.
Yeah.
Keeping some bit of mystery is pretty valuable.
I mean, Chuck's got a Booze Cruise in hand,
right, which he's
Which
going to
you
be able
can
to
be able
fire
to
off
cast,
next
yeah.
turn.
so there's the daze.
Okay, aggressively using the daze now. So Phil probably knows now what Chuck was protecting.
Yeah. All right.
All
So
right, now Chuck did that with the daze so aggressively because he knew he was going to be able to use all 7 cards
All right,
to
so-
delve.
Yep. So we got some 2-3s.
And this
All right,
looks like it's
so
lethal.
7. No, not yet.
No? Does he
So
have another
Phil's at-
bolt? Is he at 1?
Yeah. So Phil's at 7,
Yeah,
and
he's at 1.
he's taking another 4.
No,
Right.
Phil's
Oh.
at 1. He took 9. Because the
Uh,
Swift Spears were 3 power and he had a bolt.
Yep.
So Phil is at
Alright.
1.
Well, there you go. So do or die, Phil.
Playing very fast.
But
So can
Phil can
Phil
also
figure
go
it out
off here,
from
I
one
think.
life?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that the 1 life earlier was relevant with the Gataxian probe, but it's looking pretty relevant.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and Gibby, yeah, this is actually the last round. So you will be good to go to bed after this. Chains of Mephistopheles is a good card. Chains of Mephistopheles is a good card.
It's an okay card.
I like
how
Chains.
much Storm is this for Phil right here? Is this 6 mana he has floating?
So 1, 2, 3 Storm right now.
I think he had a Ritual and an LED and the Infernal Tutor, so that's 4. But if Chuck's only at 14, he only needs to get to Storm 7.
Yeah.
Is he just getting, Past in Flames, bring back, he has probably red mana he got from the
So
pedal.
that should be 5 Storm.
So all he has to do is replay the Ritual,
Yep.
then Infernal Tutor for, that looks like it's it. So that one point of life, right? It's just that 1 point of life because Chuck probed twice on the first turn.
Oh God, yeah.
If he had just saved the probe, it got both of the Swift Spears palmed, that's the 1 point of life.
Yeah. Oh wow. Chuck has a daze. Not that it matters.
I don't think that'll do it. I mean, Phil has a man up.
Wait.
Yep.
What?
Chuck knows it.
Oh,
yep.
okay.
He paid for the days.
Well, but I mean, he's also got a ton of different copies of Tendril. Well, I guess.
You just daze one of the copies. If Phil only had 7 Storm.
Yeah, but no, Phil had more than 7 Storm.
Okay.
Phil went above and beyond.
Chuck was just paying.
Yeah.
Or just dazing for the shits. All right, so Phil gets game 1. A very tight game.
Yeah, God
ending
bless.
at 1 life, being able to go off without paying any life at all.
Yeah, that's a very good point with that.
Yeah.
Just playing your spells correctly,
I
or
think-
sequencing the spells correctly.
I think it's like I like using the first probe because you get the information for what you should force of will, but using the second one on that turn when you know you have a second Swift Spear and it's going like. It's basically turning into 2 damage instead of just 1.
Yeah.
You know, like, maybe just be patient that one more turn.
Yeah.
It was unlikely that Phil was going to be able to go off on that turn, so what can you do?
I can tell you what I would do. Get a glass of wine, drive out to the beach,
Yeah.
lay down a blanket, maybe smoke a cigar,
Alright. I don't think
stroke my leg, and
I don't think that's all you're stroking.
stare off into the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do in that situation.
What does that sunset look like to you?
Oh, it's magnificent. There's hues of purple and gold and orange, and
Yeah.
pretty good.
Indeed.
Know when to play probes are key. Yep. Yeah, the only point of damage. Yeah.
One more point with that Swift Spear on turn 2 would have been
Yep.
pretty good.
Been pretty good. Well, hopefully we'll be able to get another match.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing to realize with this blue-red Delver deck is just increments of 3 are very important,
Yep.
right? Because you're a Lightning Bolt deck at heart, and, like, it's pretty easy to get Swift Spear to 3 power, like, pretty commonly.
Yeah, I mean,
so, like, getting your opponent to, like, 9...
I think 3 power are also. I think it's if you can get your Swifts, like, even if you can't get them to 3, because like if you can turn each one of your like. Even Swift attacking, like I'm trying to say, basically 4 power is really relevant because then that's only 5 things that you need to do.
Sure.
So
I mean, any turn that you're like cruising, you can think like Swift Spear is probably going to be at least a 3, right?
Yeah.
Like,
unless you draw it off the cruise, which is still fine because it's still a point of damage coming across.
yeah, I mean, in that situation, right? Like, Chuck cruised, he found a bolt and he pointed it in Phil's head.
Yeah.
So that got him to 3 power.
Yeah, it's technically 5 because you're getting the pumps off of the.
Sure, yeah, like
Yeah.
every bolt is
Yeah.
producing a lot of damage.
Yeah. But I don't know. Stroking. Goblin.
That's not. Yeah.
Goblin Rabble Master.
Mark English is real well.
My English is good.
It's great.
It's some.
All right.
I English well.
So we see.
Is that a Steam Vents?
Yeah, we see the budget.
Is this your deck?
No, it's not. But Chuck only has, I think, 2 volcanics. So
Okay.
Chuck is down to 18, unfortunately. He has to. So leads with Cage. Chuck
That's a
showing that
loose
he has
hand.
the same art, so he's leaning real heavy on that Cage.
Yeah, that seems really loose.
I don't know about that.
They don't need Past in Flames
Yeah,
to go
I mean, Phil can
off.
just go for ad nauseam.
And Phil didn't pay. Phil didn't.
Oh, and Chuck rips a Delver like a champ.
Sometimes you're a champ.
Jeez.
Sometimes you're a champ. Because, yeah, he didn't pay for the days, correct?
What days?
I'm sorry, the
Probe?
Probe.
Yeah, he paid life.
Yeah, okay, that's what
He was
I thought.
looking for a cantrip.
All right, so did you see what Delver flipped off of?
Delver flipped off of a spell.
Oh, God, your
Looks like maybe,
your insight is
it looks
amazing.
Like, it looks like Daze. 'Cause that's what,
Daze?
Yeah,
Okay.
Daze is now in Chuck's hand, and it wasn't
Okay.
there before. So,
All right, so this flip Delver instantly flipping, doing some work.
Treasure Cruise though in Chuck's hand is looking kind of poo poo, because he only has 2 cards in his bin.
Chuck down another 2 life that we missed. So Chuck's actually at 16.
I don't. I think I would have thrown that hand back.
Yeah, I would have too. It was like 4 land in a Delver deck. What are you doing there?
There's no threat. All it had was Cage. It doesn't even. It's
Yeah.
not like it has a bunch of counter magic.
No, I
you know?
agree.
Like it doesn't have like Pyroblast.
But if you
or
rip
anything.
well,
I mean,
it
Delver
helps.
was definitely step 1 to improving
Yes.
the hand. The next step is like ripping a bunch of cantrips to find you some counter spells.
yep. So that's a thing.
That's a null rod. Okay. So aggressively going after Phil's mana now.
Sure.
I mean, that does help.
Yeah. I mean,
These are things that are good.
LED is shutting off LED is pretty good.
It's huge, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if Phil's just able to build up a hand with enough ritual effects, though, Chuck's
Yeah,
not going to be able to
that's-
stop it.
Yeah, and I mean Chuck's at 16, which is very relevant because that's 2 things though. That's two storm count off the
Storm
10.
8.
So that's tough. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I understand, chat. But gotta do what you gotta do.
Steam vents?
You want to play, you gotta play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Chuck is 3-0. If he wins a bunch of store credit, he can just buy a volcanic.
Oh.
All
All right, so just lets him do that. Okay.
Phil assumes that.
Huh.
So
Okay.
he's valuing the uncracked fetch very highly.
Yeah, that's. Phil gonna go down to 9 though.
Phil just seems to be drawing a lot of air. I think he has 2 LEDs in his hand and a Lotus Petal that are all dead.
Oh god, that's
That
pretty.
null rod was real good.
Yeah, that's rough.
I think Phil is probably
Oh
thinking.
god, I really don't like the
yeah,
fact that.
Phil's dead.
Yeah, but still, like Chuck is playing kind of sloppy
Yep.
because he just gave him another. Like. No, because if he rips tendrils off the top, he's still fine.
He just
Like,
plays.
he
All the
just
cards.
plays. Yeah, he just plays and he wins. He's only
Yeah.
got to get to Storm 7.
It's true. That is an Infernal Tutor. That's
So,
good.
which he can do too.
He
Like,
can empty his hand.
yeah. So he
Yep.
just wins here.
Well, as long as Chuck doesn't have meaningful counter magic. He needed the action spell. He had the mana.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Phil fetching. We'll see if he has enough storm
Going under
here
8.
to kill Chuck. This
Yeah.
Daze is probably not going to be enough. Because I think Phil can afford to play around it. So he's probably going to play all the artifacts in his
Yep.
hand. 3 storm. 3 storm. Nothing else. Just 3 storm.
Yeah. So
Dark red.
dark red. So 3
When does Chuck use the Daze?
3 black mana. 4.
Oh, that's a lot of mana.
Oh, he doesn't have threshold.
He does not. He can crack the
Oh,
fetch.
crack the fetch and
Crack the
response.
fetch
All right.
with-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
holding priority with Cabal Ritual on the stack. Phil's holding priority and crack the
Cracking
fetch,
fetch.
to turn
Okay.
on. Yep.
All
Phil
right.
can easily pay for Chuck's Daze. Phil has a lot of black mana, and he has already
So
enough
he's got
spells.
5
He
plus
got
another.
The 3 artifacts.
So he's
he
got
played.
8?
He has plenty of storm. He just goes and gets.
Yeah.
Yep. This would be the game.
Yeah.
He just goes and gets tendrils.
This is yeah. See,
Wow.
which he wouldn't have had enough storm if
What
he
could
wouldn't
Chuck
have had
done?
8 if Chuck had not paid for not probe, because Chuck paid life for the probe last turn, which took him from 16 to 14. So Phil wouldn't have had enough to kill him.
No,
Phil had 7.
He had 3 artifacts.
Yeah.
He had 3 mana. Oh, and the 10. Okay.
Oh, no,
it was
yeah, he would have 8.
There's
Okay,
3
sorry.
artifact spells.
Sorry, I was counting the tutor as 1
right,
when
3
it's the
rituals.
tutor. Okay,
So that's
2.
6.
Okay.
The tutor and then the tendrils.
All right. Well, I don't know. See if
So
Chad said
probably-
something interesting, and I'll go
Probably
see-
at that point, there was nothing that Chuck could do. I think it really comes down to just Chuck kept a pretty loose hand. It didn't have a force of will, and it didn't have the quick clock. I mean, like Chuck kind of drew out of it. Like he already had the cage, and he had a daze pretty quickly, but he didn't have hard counters. He didn't have pyroblast. He didn't have force of will. He didn't have a bunch of cantrips to like sculpt his hand more effectively for when the big fight happened. Like all Chuck had to do to interact with Phil at the very end there was a single daze, and Phil had 4 lands in play already, so it was gonna be pretty ineffectual. What else is going on in the chat? Not too much. I guess people are just looking at what Storm can do. And Mark is out right now. He's looking to see if we can find another match to put on camera, because that match only took about 20 minutes out of the round. Oh, Goblin Rabblemaster makes an excellent point. Chuck wouldn't have died if he didn't have steam vents. Awkward.
Okay.
Goblin Rabblemaster in the chat made a point that Chuck wouldn't have died if the Volcanic had not been steam vents.
Oh, well, if Volcanic had not been steam vents
And he didn't probe for life.
when he had mana up. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, Phil might have been able to do a couple. I think he had enough mana, though. He would have been able to add 1 to the Storm count by Infernal Tutoring for an Infernal Tutor and then the Tendrils. I think he had enough mana.
He had 8 mana.
Yeah, he ritualed.
6. Yeah, he would have
and
had just enough to do that. But
had-
no, he had to pay for days once. He didn't have enough mana to do that.
He started with 4 lands in play, though.
Oh, yeah.
4 lands.
Yeah, alright, never mind. Yeah, he had enough.
Yeah, I think he could have just done 1 more.
Yeah. And we'll have, we're waiting for people to get to games 2 or 3. I'm
Oh,
not
that's
quite
nice.
sure which deck we're going to see pop on.
Cool. What were some of the options?
I saw Tezzeret.
Okay.
I saw Elves.
Okay.
I saw Deathblade.
Sure.
I saw some sort of bug, I think.
I like some bug. Actually, I don't.
I know.
It's good.
Ah,
It's a good deck.
better than nothing. Better than nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Do you agree? How much do you agree?
I fully agree.
I don't know. I can't think of anything snappy.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, so if you guys had a choice between, Bug Delver versus Tezzeret, or Elves versus Deathblade, which one would you want to see more?
Oof. Those are both some rough ones. Well, it looks like we're getting Deathblade.
Oh!
I guess they finished
Yep.
first.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hopped
So
on.
never mind. Sorry, guys.
So this is Elves versus Deathblade.
It's just the illusion of choice. That's what we like to present.
so
The illusion.
having played this matchup in the past,
Illusion.
I played against Tony pretty recently. I think he sideboards some engineered. I think he sideboards Engineered Plague. I also think he sideboards Zealous Persecution potentially.
I think these guys are going into game 3.
Okay. Yeah, I think game 1 is pretty miserable for Deathblade. They just don't have the tools needed to fight the matchup in game 1. Like,
Yeah.
they don't have a sweeper, you know? Like, I think Tony might also have Toxic Deluge in the 75.
That seems good.
It seems very
That
good.
seems good.
I wonder if...
I think these guys are actually 0-3.
oh, sweet.
Yep.
I wonder if Bob is going to go for the Blood Moon idea, because it's actually quite good.
Yeah,
against
that's
Deathblade,
actually not bad in this scenario.
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. I know. I know that.
You don't know.
I don't know.
You know some things.
I know some things. I know some things, you know some things. We all know some things.
Some things.
Alright. So I like how Bob is wait, no, Bob can't be. They've gotta be Bob's not, because we saw Bob win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
when did we see Bob win?
I don't
Oh,
know.
wait, we did see Bob win against Peter.
Yeah.
So he has to be at least 1 and 2.
Okay,
If
so
not
that's
better.
not right. That's not right.
We don't actually. Want me to check the
Yeah,
records?
go check
I'll
the records. You go check the records.
I don't think we
I'll
should
update this
shortchange
stuff.
either of these gentlemen.
No, I don't think so either. They're both quite skilled magic slingers. What's or has Patrick Sullivan say like spell slingers? Yeah. All right. There we go. I like it. Oh, that's a door that didn't close. You know, it just doesn't. All right. So Bob, Agra for the aggro. You know what, Ty Bucks? We're sorry. We can only get what we can actually get. I know. It's terrible.
Alright, I
Terrible.
got the records.
Alright. Bob is what, 1 and 2?
Boba Agra.
Boba?
Boba is
Boba Fett?
1 and 2.
Okay.
And Spaghetti Zinni is a stellar 03. So you have
Okay.
it right.
Alright, there we go. And is
Yeah.
it game 3?
Sure. I'll double check.
I'm pretty sure it's game 3.
Alright,
I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna go double check.
See? Well, Goblin Rabble Master, he should have come out tonight. Could have used more people, and then we would have more options on the screen.
Alright.
So, what is it?
They're game 2. Tony got the first one.
Oh, Tony got the first one.
That is shocking
Oh, wow.
to me.
All right. So we're a little wrong here. There we go. Done. Updated. Are you a little chilly, Gregory?
I'm a little chilly.
You a little perky?
I'm gonna put on my sweater.
Oh, well, please do.
It's a very comfy sweater.
I'm glad.
Thanks.
I'm a little tired. I'm a little
well,
tired.
Who isn't
Who
tired?
all in the chat's tired?
Life is hard.
No.
It's Thursday.
All right, so Ty Bucks is actually happy with this match. Okay,
All
I
right.
I mistook that as sarcasm again. I apologize. We've got a lot of sassy people in chat.
You always
it bleeds
assume
over.
sarcasm.
I always assume sarcasm.
Some people are from Canada and are not sarcastic.
They don't. Is Ty Bucks from Canada?
No.
Ty Bucks, are you from Canada?
I just
I
know
hope
that
so.
a lot of Canadian people aren't sarcastic.
Oh, Goblin Rabble Master lives in. Wait, is that Will? What's the cheapest good legacy deck?
Probably Burn.
Yeah, probably Burn. I'd agree with Burn.
Don't build Burn, please.
Yeah. Oh, all right. So we started.
Beats every deck I play.
Did we see a fetch or no?
We.
All right, I'm gonna tell Bob to put his
did.
deck on camera.
We saw Bob's deck go onto the.
Put his deck on camera.
I mean,
Bob,
when someone sees blue tape, they probably think, "Oh, that's where my deck goes."
Whip that.
It goes on
whip
the
that
tape.
Deck on the frame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put it in the tape. Ty Bucks, Connecticut. Nice. I'm from New York. What part of Connecticut are you from? Tell us all your address. Telemac says Merfolk is cheap too, and I agree. And Merfolk is great, but I would say that Burn is probably
Bob was very willing to whip his deck out onto
perfect.
the field.
Nice. I love when Bob puts his big deck on the field.
All right, so Bob is at 19.
Yeah, because he fetched.
He did fetch. I mean, what's your idea of?
Oh, and Tony thoughts you. Sorry.
Yeah, and I mean, Cloud, what's your idea of cheapest? Because like,
Yeah, give us a price range.
yeah,
maybe.
like theoretically, Burn is probably the cheapest legacy deck.
Right. But like we saw in the last round, like
But by
Chuck is playing a Steam Vents in his Blue Red Delver
Yeah,
deck, right?
yeah.
That makes it budget to some extent.
Yeah. So there's under 500.
Under 500.
You could probably do blue red Delver.
You could do
couldn't?
Dredge. You
Well,
can get
yeah.
LEDs.
You could do dread. Yeah, but I'd rather have
Blue red
have
Delver.
the money be fetches.
Yeah.
Because I could use those in modern and everything else.
Yeah, fetches and dual lands.
So we
translate
see
to other decks.
Another fetch. So Bob's going down to 18 here.
Right. I think you could also build. What comp? You might be able to build like Omnitell for close to that, like mono.
Oh, yeah, mono blue Omnitell? Yeah.
Maybe with fewer City of Traders and more Ancient Tombs, because
Yeah.
they're like if you just get like 1 or 2 City of Traders, you really just need like the Show and Tells as the big money card. Maybe like Intuition.
Dredge's love. Dredge's life.
That's one opinion.
Actually, that's a really good point. Manaless Dredge is super cheap.
It is, but that deck is super fragile.
You just named Phantasmagorium with your Revoker.
Or you draw Rest in Peace,
Well,
and then they can't win.
yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
If I was getting into Legacy, I would not recommend Manaless Dredge because I don't think you're gonna get as much out of the format. Like you're
Yeah.
not gonna have a really like super rewarding experience necessarily.
No, you're not going to really learn the field. You're going to learn how to goldfish really, really well.
With this one weird corner case deck, it's not gonna like make you good at playing Legacy.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be playing like a lot of interesting interactive games.
Yeah. And I would say only one eye Asian. Death and Taxes could be close to 700. I think the
Price went up a lot.
Yeah, because of the lands.
Yeah, Caracas and Port and Wasteland all went up a lot.
Yeah. It's pretty nuts.
If you were able to, there might be some way to build the deck with like one fewer Caracas or like maybe fewer ports or something. Like you're obviously not building ideal versions of decks, but you might be able to get by for a while and maybe like win store credit, build up and buy your way into bigger cards. Like that's the way I've treated a lot of things. Like I played Merfolk and I won a bunch of money, and I used all that like money and store credit to build Death and Taxes.
We have not been paying attention to life totals at all.
I missed some.
So I think
there was
Zenny's at 15.
swords. That makes sense.
Yeah. So I think it's 1915.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
should pay more attention.
Thank you. It's like we've been keeping track.
I know, that's kind of weird. Like the timer that's on the thing, like that would
Well,
tell
we
us.
actually hit the timer for once.
Yeah.
Good job, Mark.
No, we hit it in front of you. Buy some coffee.
Is it a touch
All
screen?
right, so no, with the monitor I'm gonna buy this.
Good point. All right, so is Bob entering his attack stuff?
Looks like Bob's taken 2. Oh god, I think Zinni's been activating. Deathrite.
Well, it can't have been that many times because it's only the third
No.
time, I think.
I'm just trying to say. Oh, I think it's been one more time.
So it looks like.
So they actually, I think it's 15-15 all.
Okay.
Currently. We're
Deathrite fights.
very scientific about
It
this.
seems like Tony should be able to, or Bob should be able to win Deathrite fights because of Quirion Ranger.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know. It seems like Bob should be able to press his advantage pretty potently from here, unless Tony can find something like a Toxic Deluge, which is an absolute nightmare for Bob.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad. Yeah, so...
Scavenging seems pretty great here, though. Gets all the attrition elements. Ooh, but that is a big stone wall for Bob.
that's pretty rough.
No more attacking.
But I mean, if he gets a natural order, then... Or finds another one.
Right.
The first one got forced.
Yeah, natural order would be probably game over.
Windmill slam that, Bob. I know you got it in your hand.
More ordinarily, though, I think I would just go to town with the Deathrite.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think I would necessarily fight right now, though. Like, I would let Tony do it first, potentially.
Yeah. Alright, so Bob's going to go down to 13.
So, in response to Bob activating
His Deathrite.
targeting the Thoughtseize, Tony does it instead.
Yep.
Bob chooses not to use Quirion Ranger to return a forest and untap a creature.
Yeah.
He could have tried to... I guess he doesn't have a second black source, which is very rare.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Could he not untap... Okay.
Bob is attacking with both of his Visionaries, lets one get eaten, and then feeds the Scavenging Ooze. So Ooze is up to a 3-power creature.
Okay, and so 1 damage got through to Zenny?
Correct. And Bob gained 1, because his Skoos grew.
Okay.
I guess Bob is trying to get Skoos to the point where it can attack freely into True Name?
But I mean, it's not like he's got, like...
Yeah. But then, like, if Tony doesn't block the Skoos, like, he takes a hit for, like, 3 or 4,
yeah.
but then abysses Bob every turn.
Ooh, alright.
And Stoneforge
is going to do some stuff.
It's going to get Jitte, and that's going to be absurd on True Name. Or is Tony taking back his play?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I think you play that card. That seems pretty good here. Pretty good.
What, Jitte? I was just looking. They were talking about how Death and Taxes is like 1,700 now.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. I built Death and Taxes is my first legacy deck. Like I mentioned earlier, I built that deck for like $300.
Yeah, it used to be a lot cheaper. Caracas used to be a lot cheaper. I got really lucky. I got
How much is Caracas going for right now?
over 100.
Oh, really?
Like 120 maybe.
Oh, wow.
I got really lucky when I got into the deck because I got ports at 60 before they went up to over 100. So.
Oh, God, I got ports at 30.
Yeah.
And then I got ports at 30. Caracas was 60, I think, at the time.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
Thoughtseize.
cards used to be cheaper. I also bought an Underground Sea for $12 when I was a kid, and then I sold it
Oh, no.
because I didn't know what I was doing because I was 13.
Bob doing good things. So Bob Thoughtseizes any to get rid of that jet.
Yeah, that
Pretty
seems
nice.
good.
Pretty good.
I think Tony might have wanted to hold up the Stoneforge until he could just play it in the same turn. You know?
I
Maybe
agree
that's
with
why
that.
he was hesitant to play it last turn. Because if Bob did have the discard,
Alright,
it would
so-
it's going to be insane.
And I think Bob went to go eat an island and stuff. We gotta pay more
Yeah,
attention.
I think Bob was fighting over mana, so Tony couldn't play the GTA
I'm gonna
last
go
turn.
get. I'm gonna go get the life totals.
Okay. Yeah, these life totals are going to change a lot because of these death rate fights.
Well, not only death ray fights, but also you get scoos.
Yeah. Alright, Tony cracking in for 3. Bob, we think, is down to 9. Mark is double checking the life totals because they've changed a shitload with these death rights and scoos. Alright, so we have Bob correctly at 12. I'm just trying to figure out exactly where Tony is. I think Tony is also at 12. I think that's what I saw him right.
Alright, Tony's at 10. Bob's at 11.
Okay.
So we were kind of close.
Kind of.
What do you want? Stop. 11. Man.
Did highlight.
You don't have to highlight. Alright. Cool.
Alright.
So scoos.
Bob cracking in. Cracking in for 3. Swords on the scoos.
Alright.
Seems good. There's no way to bounce scoos to your hand, Bob.
Maybe there is. We don't know.
I don't believe that Query Ranger
He's got a
can
Vapor
do
Snag
that.
in hand.
Okay.
It's gonna take one to do it.
That's a good point. Alright,
Uh,
so I
So
think...
did he eat any other
yeah,
creatures?
he ate one more creature, so Bob gained a life. He also removed a card from Tony's bin.
So
Bob
Bob
took
gained total
12.
5 then.
Why? Why did he gain 5?
4 from Scoos if he ate a
Scoos
creature.
does not have lifelink.
No, but he said he ate a creature.
Yeah.
And
oh,
then
and
swords.
then swords. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Thank you. Jeez.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
She's the with. She's the with.
Jeez.
What did that do? God damn them playing at their graveyards off the.
Yeah, it's hard to exactly
Makes me-
see.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so
I think
much.
it must have eaten a spell.
All right, and then that was probably
Or a
shot back
land.
at. I'm guessing that was shot back at. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Because Zinni's was tapped and then he untapped it this
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
that's an Engineer Plague.
Oh boy.
That seems.
I
that
mean,
seems
it's
okay.
not killing much. It is
Uh,
shrinking stuff, but
I mean, yeah, nothing can actually. So Zinni's gonna
seems like
swing
the-
in for 4.
yeah, it seems like so. Bob's
just
just
gonna get-
offering up his
Nettle Sentinel? I don't.
It's
Uh,
dead. It's very dead.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, he's thinking about.
Okay.
He's
Alright, so he's just
taking-
gonna take the
taking
4.
the extra point. Okay.
Which I'm fine with. I think
Yeah,
that's fine.
at this point, it seems like it's all about death rates.
Yeah, and Nettle Sentinel is mildly important. Death Rate just activated again, so. Right? Or no?
No, he just untapped. Oh,
He's.
on Tony's turn? I don't know what it did.
Yeah.
Did it attack? Did he eat mana?
No, he
I
didn't.
don't
He
know.
didn't attack. It was untapped.
Did he gain life? God damn.
Yeah, I know.
It's too
This
late
is-
for this shit.
It is. It is too late. This is terrible. We're terrible commentators at this point.
It's hard to see what's
Well, yeah,
happening
because
their
the
graveyards
fucking-
are off camera. All right, attacking for 4.
All right,
he's
we know
attacking
that.
for 4.
Okay,
I will
so
try to see what he eats with this death rate, if anything.
okay, and so Why are Bob's death rights tapped? Did he just swing with?
I think he ate a creature or two.
So not getting any life there because of the engineered explosives.
Oh, very relevant. So Tony just willing him down.
Yeah. See, if I was Tony, I think I eat something out of his yard on his turn because his death right was already tapped. That puts him down to 4, and then he's dead next turn. Because
Yeah,
True
you
Name
don't let
swings
him
in.
fight over the
Yeah.
spell in your bin.
Yeah.
Because that's all that are in graveyards right now are 2 non-creature spells.
Yep.
So you want
So
to definitely
Tony's
get
not
the
even
lifeless.
doing that?
I mean,
I guess-
it
I mean,
seems
he's
like
still got True Name Nemesis, so
Name's
that's
just gonna kill
fine.
him.
So then he's going to take this, go to 1 and 3.
True Name, probably the best merfolk of all time, if I had to pick.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty damn
Pretty,
good.
pretty good. I mean, I think it depends on situations. Like, in Merfolk, I don't know if it's the best one, but in just Merfolk in general,
Just the merfolk creature type. Is it the most powerful merfolk ever printed?
sure, probably.
Right?
Yeah.
Probably one of the most powerful creatures ever printed.
How about Sig River Cutthroat?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I like it. I also am pretty partial to Lord of Atlantis.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Also pretty good with True Name.
What about the Silver
power.
Pearl Trident guy?
Master of the Pearl Trident.
Yeah.
Almost as
Isn't
good.
that better than Lord of Atlantis? Because
Technically, yes. In the Merfolk mirror.
Thank you.
But if I was going on what's the better card, Lord of Atlantis has way sweeter art, and the JSS promo ones I have are even sweeter, so I'm going to go with Lord of Atlantis, the better card.
Maybe.
a better
Wait,
complete
what
card.
is this? I want to click on this.
White, green Merfolk? I don't know what that means.
I don't even know.
Someone posted an interesting list.
No, there's blue.
Oh, Ponder. That's crazy talk.
This is just blue Merfolk.
That is blue Merfolk. There's a cryptic command in there.
Oh.
I don't know if that's a legacy
I think
card.
this is modern. This is
Nope,
modern.
there's Forcible in there.
Oh.
And True Name Nemesis.
All right. Sometimes you gotta
I
do it.
cannot agree with a lot of those choices.
Yep,
If I was going
I
to play
don't even know.
Merfolk right now, it would be with 8 man lands and 4 standstills. If everyone else gets to play with Ancestral Recall, I want to play it too.
If Bob plays a
Bob's very dead.
If Bob plays a Golgari charm, I'll go get lives. but-
Bob needs a natural order into Progenitus.
Anthony, Tony, come on, dude. Don't do anything
Tony.
fancy.
Don't.
Like, just swing.
Don't. Yeah, Bob's picking up his cards in response to the brainstorm.
Which is smart.
Taking his cards and
Yeah.
going home. That's
That's-
what I would do too.
Yeah, just end this.
Tone's milking it for camera
Oh my
time.
god, Tony.
Tone's milking it.
Tone. The tone bag.
Wow.
Tone. He's gonna what's
He's
what's
taking
that?
up my mantle.
With the pipe? He's gonna lay some pipe?
Yeah, he laid a lot of pipe.
Laid a
that match.
little pipe. Laid a lot of pipe. Little pipe? A lot of pipe?
Bob did not have the most explosive draws that
No,
match.
he did not. But
I wonder if it's worth it bringing in Thoughtseize. I think I would bring in Abrupt Decay,
yeah,
and not
I like
Thoughtseize.
Abrupt Decay.
Because-
Abrupt Decay answers a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it hits like Engineered Plague, but it also hits
It's-
Jitte.
And Jitte and the token from Batterskull.
Yeah. Yeah, it does a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think
Meddling Mage.
it's a better interactive spell. You don't want to bring in a ton of interactive spells most of the time.
It hits Zealous Persecution.
Hits Grafdigger's Cage.
Not
Does
even
not hit
a
Zealous Persecution. There's not much you can do about Zealous Persecution with elves, other than bounce your creatures to your hand.
Nah, you hang out. You go, hey guys.
Hey
That's
guys, I feel persecuted.
good. Ugh. All right. So guys, that's gonna be it for us tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
That's all we got, right?
Yeah, I don't believe there's gonna be any other matches or whatnot.
it's alright.
So I definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. It's quite kind of you.
I agree.
Yeah.
Very kind.
Yeah, and again, if you guys have any sort of suggestions for us, anything you would like to see, I know earlier in the beginning of the stream we talked about actually doing a voting system for what matches get on camera. We'll work into implementing that, and we'll try to get that in here in the next week or so. But if you guys have anything else that you guys would like to see from us, you guys want more flavor commentary, you guys want more play-by-plays, whatever it is, let us know. Post something either on Facebook or on YouTube or on Google Plus or on our Reddit or wherever. If you guys PM us on here, fucking tweet at us, doesn't matter.
I don't think we have all those
Yeah,
things.
we do have all those things.
You have a Reddit?
Yeah.
You have a Reddit page?
I told you this.
I
How many
don't.
times do I have to run down our social properties to you, Mr. Scumbag Schaefer?
Whoops.
I know. Jesus.
I didn't check
Jesus.
the email.
But yeah, so guys, let us know what you guys want to see. Giveaways of legacy decks.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Yeah, once we're hitting like
Like 2 million followers?
nah, we don't even need that much. We just need like a good chunk, and if we, I will promise you this: if we ever get to a point where we can financially support that, I will 100% do that.
Okay, that's a good promise. We'll give away burn decks to everyone.
Well, no, it doesn't even have to be burnt. If we could financially like if we were making if we had money enough
Yes.
money coming in that I didn't have to pay for all this out of pocket anymore, and we could just buy cards.
Have thousands of dollars to throw around.
Yeah, the streamers do. I don't know. Proxy decks. I like Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix suggested
We could probably
proxy
give
decks for
some
that.
proxy decks away.
Yeah, I would
That's
do
a
that.
good one. That's a good thing that we could do.
Just get Mike to do all foil.
Yeah.
Like foil proxies and stuff. Just print it all the foil. Send out the decks. It was like, I got a foil underground scene. This is good.
It's kind of sweet.
It's one of a kind. All right. We
Good
promised
for-
to do this
good
actually,
for
but not.
Cube.
Um, Yeah, so yeah, tie books. We actually have a good chunk of them on our YouTube channel as well. For the past like 2 months, or no,
A few
past
weeks.
yeah,
Not all of them are logged.
past few weeks we've been actually posting them to YouTube.
Yeah.
It took us a little bit since we started to actually get them up on YouTube, but we
If you just search WUBRGxyz, you'll find our YouTube channel. It has like
Or just
5 archived videos so far.
It's got more than that because this will
5.
be.
I think this is the 6th.
Is it? Okay.
Pretty sure.
But yeah, so just WUBRGxyz on in YouTube, or if you go to our Twitch profile, you can find the link there as well, and we've got it up there. So
Right.
yeah, that should be good.
A lot of ways to find us.
Yeah, well, we're trying to be places. Oddly enough, for a
Getting our
website.
content out there.
I know, I still got to get all our social properties up on the website because I haven't done that yet.
Getting it
Oh, I
figured
thought you were
out.
gonna like put your arm around me, and I was like, oh, we can get snuggly.
I
was
can,
like,
I can do it. Oh, hello, Mark.
But yeah, all right, guys. So I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Definitely appreciate it. Again, let us know what you guys want to see, and we'll do our best to bring it to you. And if nothing else, we'll see you guys on Monday at 7 o'clock Central Time, streaming from the Chicagoland Games.
Dice Dojo.
Dice Dojo.
North side.
Far north side.
Far north side. Almost not Chicago.
Yep, and it'll be Legacy again, unless we get really motivated and try to do something this Sunday. So we'll see.
Sunday we would be competing
Yeah.
with the Pro Tour.
No, that's fine. We can do that. Pro Tour's got nothing, right?
I'm gonna watch the Pro Tour.
All right, guys. That was next week.
No.
All right, but yeah. So thank you again, guys, and we'll see you later. Greg, look at the damn camera. Don't look at this. Don't follow my example of what I was doing a second ago.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Mark learned from his mistakes, and now I'm learning from Mark's mistakes.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
All right, thank you. Bye.